then, shall we?
I can honestly actually do that myself, I think.
So, you want to imbue Yay sword with glory, I heard, while we were between videos.
Yeah.
Before you do that, Nyaxi, Craft.
Yeah.
The doors tell you that apparently Yark is gonna go out to try and kill the monster. Go quick, he's in the armory.
Oh dear God. Thank you, door. I appreciate it. And I rush off.
I mean, I suppose.
I go grab a
we can
potion and rush off. There we go.
Sure.
Fucking potions. And
you rush towards there. Epic. They're gonna arrive after you're done casting this one.
Okay.
So you want to cast it on the sword, and what are you gonna try and do with the sword?
I was just going to imbue it with fire in general. I'm actually kind of curious though. I wasn't aware that. Do you have something to infuse your own thing with fire?
Dragon's Ire. Everything it does is a fire effect.
I don't remember Dragon's Ire including something like.
Dragon's Ire can manifest differently, but it would still be supernatural damage to things like vampires, generally speaking. So you're possibly. It depends on if it's specified, honestly. If it's specified as lethal, it might not be. But we'll see when we get to it.
I mean, to a degree on this matter, the elder form generally just goes over putting it on people. I'm presuming imbuing a sword with fire is going to be pretty good.
It would essentially, yeah. It wouldn't make sense for it all to be on fire, so it's just gonna be the blade part.
That's fine.
The
That's
edges
the
are going to be
intention.
softly glowing.
Oh no, if you touch the car seat with it, it might catch. It's not a very subtle effect.
Yep.
The mists just make it look like a regular sword to
Oh no.
others.
During the scene, while they're seeing it, they can still recognize it. They forget it the moment it's out of their sight. That's the way it works.
God.
Unless they're suitably supernatural.
Huh.
But
this sounds fun.
Yep.
But I've already spent a lot on this, and this is something I generally specialize in to a good degree. I'm still going to use time on it, but I'm not going to spend willpower or anything. Sorry, I tried to do what I could for the Oaken form. So
it's fine.
I mean,
as a character, my character feels that you've done that you offering to help is enough.
So -1 from Freehold, -2 from my affinity, and let's see. I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, you had nature, not prop, as your affinity round, so
correct.
it's -3 total.
-3 in total, but I have 10 dice this time.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to go beyond the 5 successes, but
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna give you like 24 hours on that sword.
I mean, I put time ×3 on it as well.
In that case, you would need to re-roll because time adds to the difficulty.
You said total of -3. Oh wait. Nah, fuck it. I'll just do that. I'm not gonna bother with a re-roll.
Yeah, it's not that necessary either with 7 successes.
Yeah.
It's more than long enough. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I'm just gonna fucking decapitate the fucking Zemus at the end of this. Just watch.
I can heal the sword. It's okay, guys.
The
It's
agreement Aru was that it's not a fight to the death, and it's an exchange of prizes on the loser's part.
Yeah.
I mean, this just means he's taking it seriously. He didn't tell me anything about that, by the way.
Yeah.
Why I didn't do anything else.
I mean, the Zemitsi can take a hit, surely, if she chooses to fight herself.
Yeah. If she's sending a champion, then she has some way of ensuring that the champion is.
You probably
will
need to
survive.
get going if you want to have a chance at keeping that form up for the at least some of the fight.
Yeah, and as you
My
are
character
telling
probably
him that he needs to hurry, the other two arrive. Ember slightly ahead of Benjamin.
God.
He's holding a flaming sword, determined look on his face. He's fucking gonna rip someone a new one.
I mean, I
God.
can understand that sentiment.
He's also covered in dirt.
Heck. Okay. I could do chicantry on that sword and make sure nobody would notice the flames.
Sure, if you want to.
I'm not standing around for more cantrips, guys.
Yeah.
Heck, that's why I didn't do anything for a bunk. I was like, we need to do this quick. Dunk. There you go.
Okay. Well,
Honestly,
I'm gonna hand you.
Unless you're actually gonna try and talk to me, my character is gonna sort of turn around and start walking towards the exit.
Bjarke, before you go, take this potion of mine. It will help you recover after the fight, or during it if you really need it.
I sort of say,
Quickly
hold
take
on
the
to
potion
that.
and
You
go.
can pass it to me when I come back.
Oh dear God.
Oh, he intends to come back. Good job. Go, Bart. Go.
Stubborn old man. Or are you actually old, man? Like,
I am old. I
okay,
am old, man.
okay.
Okay. As you are walking out of the freehold, you see, what's his name? Roderick, just sitting on the ground as if listening, and he looks up at you. Seems surprised to see you there.
I say, don't worry about me. I'll be back in a little bit. I just have to deal with something first.
I need to get glamour back.
Okay then. There's a car with the lights on in the parking lot.
I'm gonna head over there.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me drag you out onto the map. There you go. This man is sitting in the front seat, and he just nods at you and just gestures towards the passenger seat in the front.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna hop into the passenger seat and be careful not to put the flaming sword up against the anything that might catch on fire.
So, you're Yark, I take it.
Yes.
Well, the mistress told me to fetch you. Is there anything you need before we go? Any stops along the way?
No.
There's some water and a soda in the glove compartment if you want a drink while we drive. We're not going far.
I'll be fine. Let's just get there. Let's just go.
Yes, of course. He starts the car and just starts driving. The mistress instructed me to pass on her promise that as long as you behave honorably, she will uphold her end of the bargain. And he essentially goes into the specifics of, a combat to either one side yields or is unable to continue. And you are, of course, risking your own hide, and she is putting up a prisoner, and what you might expect from a Zamitzi laying out what each side owes to each other.
So very proper, very formal, but also,
Complete cunt.
yeah.
Old school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it won't take you, since this is the middle of the night, like longer than...
Mm-hmm.
How long does your thing last? It was...
His was 12 minutes. The open shield.
Wasn't
Not the
Open
Open
Shield, it
Shield,
was
Elder Form.
Elder Form.
Elder
There's Elder
Form.
Form on both of them, just different ways.
Roll me
the
a
sword one was-
luck die, Arrow. There's a chance you'll make it in time, but it's not a short thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You arrive with a couple of minutes to spare, and in one of the more run-down little parks, it's weird. It looks like the bumps have been chased out, and there are several people, including Rena, and several servants, happily waiting for you. And the dude that is using the mechanic token is very much holding a broadsword.
Mm-hmm. I have my sword, he has his.
Yes, he does. Ren is actually gonna step forward and offer her hand. Yark. Good evening.
Mm-hmm. At that, I sort of snort. You're holding my friend's prisoner. You really think I'm going to? I'll treat you as an enemy, but as an honorable one, as long as you hold to your bargain.
I always keep my word. This is an associate of mine. I have chosen him as my champion. Of course, the guards are here in case you decide to do something regrettable. It's the days we live in. I have to take precautions.
Of course. My voice is kind of spite-filled at that, of course, but it's nothing that I haven't seen before. I'm the one on the back foot here. This is nothing that I didn't really expect, but I would have hoped that you would have trusted my honor enough that I wasn't going to go back on the deal. But if she feels that she needs insurance, then very well. Not much I can do to stop that.
I will set my guards to watch the perimeter, if you don't mind.
Very well.
I do hope you weren't followed. I did take the precaution of equipping them with cold iron.
At that, my eyes very much narrow, and my grip on the blade tightens a bit.
Again, I apologize, but it's the times we live in.
I just sort of keep glaring at her, but I shake my my head, say, then let the challenge begin. I take a couple of steps back, and hold my sword in front of me.
Alrighty then. Okay. Then let the challenge begin. You see the figure in front of you begin to expand, and that's fucking damn it. It's like it's a figure made from stone, holding a sword that isn't looking oversized for it at all anymore. And it's ready to go. I believe we roll initiative now.
You know, when it's expanding, You know what? Can I sort of say, let me think of this for a second because I'm basically pulling a bunk here a little bit. It's not going to be, it wouldn't be very much, but I'm going to be using Dragon's Ire 1 on myself.
Okay, let's see. What does it do?
I basically had to roll to add yet more strength pips
Ah,
because I'm using it on myself. Let me
excellent.
just double check. Does it hit 1 per turn? 1 dot of strength or... Okay. So it's either a single round or
It's
or a
meant
number.
to be,
Yeah.
yeah, it's meant to be that kind of thing. You choose how many successes go
Mhm.
into dots and strength and duration, things like that.
Yeah.
Yep. So at that, I say, for the honor of my friend, then let us duel. And okay, where's the initiative macro? All right. Should I roll what do I get for the bunk for my for Dragon's Ire 1 that I did?
It's a fairly dramatic situation overall, and it's fitting, so -2.
All right, -2. You know, I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that I have time to triple the duration.
All right,
And,
so it would go up to 7.
Yep, and since I'm casting it on Fae, that should counteract the time.
Yes, so it would be a 6.
Mhm. So 8 at 6. All right, I'm gonna give myself an extra strength point for. Actually, you know what? No, I triple the time, and since it lasts for a single round default, I can get 3 rounds of
Yep.
2 additional strength, plus the 2 from me being a troll with 2 2 freaking.
Yes, that means you have +4
Yeah.
strength in total
And
right
plus,
now.
I have 7 effective strength right now.
You know what? The demon realizes that. Fuck that bitch. What has she gotten me into?
Not only it's realizing it might have made a mistake.
He's gonna grow a extra set of limbs, and I think he's gonna grow spikes as well.
Oh my! I'm up against an actual demon. This is priceless. Oh man! I also have 2 additional bruised levels of health.
And you also have 3 additional soak die and can soak lethal.
I have 3 soak dice, can soak lethal. Hits against me. I think actually, does this trigger the other Dragon's Ire thing I dropped on myself?
Not yet. You need to
Or-
take damage from your thing, if I remember right.
The moment he swings at you, that triggers and you would roll for it.
All right. So yeah, I might have I'm probably gonna have some additional swing difficulty at me. Fun.
It's fine.
Alright.
He made sure he could hit you. That's not a normal sword.
Yeah, that's no normal sword. So at this, I'm going to go off swinging. I'm gonna hold back actually, and I'm
Well,
going to
he-
yeah, I'm gonna
he
cap. I can cap the damage,
he-
can't I?
Essentially, he declares first, so
Okay,
you react to what he does. And,
that's true.
you know... Right. This is interesting. So, he's gonna reserve his... He has an extra free attack, so he can dodge and attack with the long broadsword normally.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's gonna take a swing and he's gonna reserve an action for dodging.
All right. I'm gonna take a nice hearty swing at him.
Okay, you may proceed.
All right. I don't think I'm gonna cap my damage on this opening swing. Or actually, with all the buffs I have, I think it might actually be safe if I cap my damage at I'm only going to do up to cripples with the by holding back. It's gonna mean
You can make a controlled attack, or after the
Yeah.
fact, you can spend a willpower point to rein it in at the last second.
You know, I think I'm gonna save and wait to burn a willpower and rein it in if I need to. All right, so time for Dex melee at 6, right?
Yes, I believe so, unless the Visage of Earth affects it, but I don't think this one does. So, go ahead. Give me a swing.
Right. Let's see how well he can dodge.
Okay.
All right, so what are the stats on my sword?
Oh, Christ.
Should I just roll a luck die to see how good the sword is, real quick?
We're gonna say that both of you are using proper broadswords from Yay medieval styles, so +3.
All right, so strength +3 in damage, plus whatever, plus the effects from the bunk that got dropped on it.
Sadly,
Alright.
that's mostly up to you, ST. Elder Form
Mhm.
doesn't go into what happens on a sword or anything like that. So
One level of
On a
automatic
person-
lethal damage.
on a person, it automatically does that.
Yeah.
It generally props and stuff usually have a bit of a different thing. So it's up to you.
I'm gonna lower the difficulty on doing damage with it by 1. How about that? I think that's in
Alright.
line with some of the things that I see as examples here.
It is. There's
So,
things
yeah.
that kind of do that.
Yeah, I'll lower the
Alright, so
difficulty
I'm
to
rolling-
cause damage.
All right, so I'm rolling damage at 5. I have 10 dice of damage. Let's see how well I roll. Four damage. Let's see. Can he soak this?
I believe he gets extra stamina for apocalyptical form. Does. God damn it. Okay then. He seems very unhappy to be here.
Oh, that poor fool.
I do. I will ask you to roll courage though, because it is an apocalyptical form, to see how well you're
That's
handling that.
What difficulty?
I'm gonna let you roll at 6 because your sense of honor, even though you haven't encountered
Sense of
shit
honor,
like it.
sense of duty.
Yeah.
It'd
You-
be higher if it weren't for the fact that this is starting to play into who my character is. I'm also going to spend a willpower point on this.
All right then.
Good willpower point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
glad I spent that.
I think I'm gonna raise the difficulty on your next attack by 1 for being discomfited, but other than that, fuck this dude.
I'm
He's
glad.
on the wrong side.
Yeah, I'm glad I spent that willpower with the double fucking botch it tried to hand me.
So, what do you have in Dragon's Ire that's gonna trigger now? Let's figure that out.
All right, Dragon's Ire number 2, which is success. Difficult all attacks directed increase the difficulty by 2 to a maximum of 9 for 1 round per success rolled. Doesn't work against Cold Ire.
This isn't a Cold Iron Sword.
Yeah,
So,
if it was, then I would have stabbed her, and consequences be damned.
Okay,
Alrighty.
so
Should be 8 dice at 4 to see how long it lasts.
yeah, go ahead. Okay,
5 turns.
Excellent. So,
That's +2 to hit.
yes, indeed it is. So, it still hits.
Mm-hmm. He tried to reduce it as low as it could, and I had a I decided to try and stack things in my favor too.
And you have things to help you soak, I believe.
Yep, I have the Elder form right now.
Okay, I believe strength
Makes it hard
plus
as fuck to
from the
dodge.
form plus that. So, no, that's -2 to the damage difficulty. There you go.
All right, how much do I need? Okay, what is my soak dice? I think it's 3, right? Or is
You
it
add 3
I get
onto
3
whatever you
armor
got.
and I can soak
Yeah.
stamina. So I can soak with stamina and then I add 3. Is
Yeah.
that it?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
right.
Okay.
Hey, you also
That's
took
4.
4.
That-
You're both
That
taking
drops me
4.
to hurts in lethal, I presume, right?
Oh yes, that's definitely lethal.
Yeah. I at least have 2 extra bashing or bruised health levels to eat this damage too.
I think giving you the soak dice was better than giving you the health levels.
Yeah,
Personally.
I already have extra health levels.
Okay.
soak
That's
dice
actually
just-
partly why I was like,
Mhm.
more health levels.
So you're at a minus
He needs more
minus
time.
1.
I'm at -1 right now.
Okay. Make sure that I'm taking down the demon's willpower appropriately. Okay. Well now. Does it have a superpower it can attempt to use to fuck you here? I don't think it has anything that's particularly useful for this. Okay. That's bullshit. God fucking damn it.
I was probably the worst person for any of them to match up against, aren't I?
No, I'm just looking at its ability. Because, holy crap, if it uses this in tormented shape, you could be fucked.
If the demon didn't have something to fuck me, I'd actually be concerned.
God fucking damn it. Does this require a fate point? Christ. Doesn't. Would she have instructed it to go all out to get you, or... No, she wouldn't have. Not for this. She has other motivations. She's not interested in getting you necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Not primarily. So he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna try a dodge and he's gonna try a smack a bitch. And actually, you know what? Let's spend a couple of fate points to heal some of that damage.
Mm.
Give me a second. This ended up being idiotic. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take that up and take that down. Alrighty. What are you doing? Its wounds appear to be closing.
Let me just check something real quick. Okay. Alrighty then. He's gonna try another swing.
Okay, what was that for?
I was gonna see if he was going to unleash Dragon's Ire at the demon in front of him healing. That was self-controlled and not do that. Alright, so see if I can't hit him. Three successes to hit. Let's see his dodge roll.
Okay, apparently it's a hit.
Alright. Another 10 at 6, or 10 at 5.
At 5.
At 5, yeah, you're using a Happily enchanted weapon.
Yep, let's see him soak it again.
Do you want to pull the attack?
I will. I'll burn a willpower to pull the attack so that it doesn't kill him at least.
Just spend a willpower point. You don't need to burn
Yeah,
it.
I spent a willpower.
Okay.
That's what I usually mean when I say burn it.
You know, you take him effectively to crippled, and it looks like he's gonna try and get back up, and Irina just steps forward and just pulls him back lightly. Alright then. Which of your friends would you like back?
I name the one that's been there longer.
Very well then. Where would you like them delivered? The freehold?
Yes. At this point, I know that she knows where it is. It's not really worth trying to pretend that she doesn't.
He's actually gonna call over the servant that brought you there, and he's gonna order him to fetch specimen 1.
Yeah.
Actually,
at the end of
Aruman, roll me a luck die.
All right.
Okay, it is specimen number 1, not specimen number 4.
Yeah. And with that, I'm actually going to say. So can I have the honor of knowing your name at the very least?
You can call
If
me
you don't mind
Irina.
me asking. Very well, Irina.
I will of course stay here until my servant returns with the prisoner.
I will as well. If nothing else, I'd very much like to see him.
Of course, I'll have my servant bring you back to where he picked you up.
At that, I just sort of nod, and I sort of just let the sword's tip rest on the ground.
Do you require healing?
I shake my head.
Well, as you wish.
I trust exactly nothing from her. There's a reason I accepted no refreshments. If nothing else, she's an enemy. I may detest using dishonorable tactics, but that doesn't mean that other people won't use them.
He seems to be holding to her deal so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she probably used honorable tactics to capture your friends in the first place, right?
Exactly.
He leans in and whispers something to her champion, and you see the wounds heal slightly, and then he just slowly gets up and limps off.
Armand, you just beat the fuck out of a demon.
Yeah. I tore a goddamn hole in his chest. Dear God. This is why if you're going to go into a fight with a demon, you stack the odds as much as you fucking can.
I mean,
Honestly,
tried to do what
when
I
I get
could.
back, I'm gonna be thanking you for the enchantment that you placed on my blade.
that might have made all the difference.
Yeah. Your enchantments made all the difference in this fight. They really, really did. I would have almost gone down in the first hit that he made if you hadn't enchanted me.
Yeah,
If for another turn, I would have tried to pop dragon scales.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, she saw that you had held that attack, and you can tell that he was about to make a counterattack after you held it.
Mm-hmm.
And she stopped him from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
He did say
If
it was
nothing
not
else, he
to
has
the
a
death,
sense of honor.
so
Mm-hmm.
did good.
Or could have killed him
Yeah, I could have killed the demon in the first round, in the first encounter with her, but I held back because I am an honorable man. I am a man of honor.
Well, she would have learned something else if you had killed her servant there.
Yeah.
That you're dishonorable.
I
should
am a
not-
true knight and a man of my. I'm a troll of my word. I am a true knight. I would never go back
I
to
am
my
a puka.
words.
I don't speak the truth. That doesn't mean I don't try and help you if something's going
Yep.
down.
So
Very
it
much
takes
so.
about 20 or so minutes of awkwardness before the servant
Awkward
returns.
silence with me. As I can slowly feel my enhancements fading.
The dirt just falls
Do
off.
you...
Yeah.
She would try to make polite conversation once or twice more. Depending on how you responded, of course. She might or might not keep
Yeah.
going with that. I assume that you are essentially like, no, thank you, fuck off.
If she's offering stuff or asking about what else I can do, I'm just gonna stonewall that. If she's asking me why I fight or why I'm doing what I am, I will go on. I will talk about why I'm fighting. I won't talk about anything that I won't espouse the secrets of my power. Any other changelings, but I will talk to her. I will talk about who I am as a person a little bit, as
Okay.
a why I fight.
She is quite happy to listen to that.
I don't know why.
He's on the high. He just went and destroyed some nefarious creature.
I chopped the demon. I almost chopped the demon in half. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit like I'm talking about why I fight more than anything else.
Okay. So you know, honor, etc., etc. You can
Yeah.
give me a perception empathy roll on her, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What difficulty?
6, this is contested.
All right.
Yeah, you can't really tell what her motivation is, but she probably has one. She seems very polite and, you know, just a soul of polite interest. But, yeah, eventually your friend does come back, along with the servant of Yezimitsi. He's handcuffed in the back, he's dirty, there's blood on his clothes, and there's a hood over his face, which the servant slowly pulls back, revealing a very shell-shocked face. It is them.
That I sort of, yeah. I sort of I go up and I sort of hug him and say it's good to see you, friend. I'm glad to have you back. I sort of try and brush off a little bit of the stuff on his chest.
Yark. Iron. The iron.
Come on, let's get you home.
Gentlemen, I can drive you if you wish. Sure, I can call you a cab. This is the servant, by the way.
I say let's get a cab.
As you wish. Turns to Rena, mistress. She just responds with a yes. It's time we were on our way. I'm sure I'll see you again, Bjark. Turns to leave.
I sort of, yeah. I give her a bit of a look. You can count on it.
Alright then. You got one back, apparently.
Armand didn't lose all his friend to the vampire.
Okay. So, how do you explain to the cab driver that you have a major slash across your chest? Both of you look like you've been in some very questionable things. And
Well, and the sword.
and the sword,
Um,
which is still burning.
yeah.
God.
I'm on
Um,
fire, fire.
I sort of give him I give him a sort of flat look, a look that portrays immense exhaustion. And it's just tonight's been some crazy shit. Just drop us off near the field and we'll and we should be fine.
Okay, then he keeps glancing back at you in the rear view mirror. Isn't it a little late for cosplaying, guys?
Yeah, lots of that. Fucking larpers.
Yup, best LARP.
How do you get that
This
effect on the
fighting
sword? That looks really real. By the way, Aruman, you can just feel just the pure. You know what? It's not gonna be a problem because I don't believe it's real banality radiating off of him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm just sort of like basically I'm just holding my head in my hands, or in at least one of my hands. Like it's just been every time he starts asking me, just like it's just been a long day. I just want to get back to I just want to get there so I can start the long process of repressing the memories of tonight.
Okay then. So, who remembers how coming into contact with someone of significant banality works out? I believe you are a welder,
I
so...
do. It's not particularly, super explained, but apparently spending too long with them will basically give you banality. As long as the ride doesn't last like hours, it should be all right.
Yeah, as long as the ride doesn't last at least an hour.
Okay, let's see. Fair enough. I think in those cases where you are at risk of gaining banality, was there a roll or something to try and prevent that?
No,
I'm
not
sure
really.
there was, but
I don't remember there being one. I thought you actually just gained it you gained a small point of it.
Okay. Yeah. You can tell that this is definitely someone who has seen enough shit being a taxi driver on, well, this ain't his first night shift. So he's probably very good at explaining things away. And definitely the kind of person you wouldn't want to spend time with recreationally.
yep.
Yeah, you are able to make it back to the freehold safely.
Oh yeah, they would roll their glamour. They would do it as if they
Yeah.
were, doing a trigger, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm. Okay then.
They're getting triggered. They need to roll to keep getting triggered, or else they get the banality.
Okay, so what are the rest of you doing while you're waiting for Bjark to get back?
I'll clean his room in secret, like I usually do.
Roll!
Which, by the way, if I didn't assist you there, I actually would have had to do my trigger as a grump.
I mean,
Case you
both are
didn't know.
grubs. Funny, the grumps are helping each other.
I don't think
Well,
he's
we're
a
supposed
grump.
to.
He's
Yeah, no,
old
I'm a
in mortal
wilder.
years. He's a welder.
Oh.
If he was a grump, he
Oh.
wouldn't be at
Yeah.
risk from
Oh.
being in the presence of,
Oh.
Part of why I
extra-
have a job as a manager and destroy people's dreams.
Good God. Good God. Okay, so what they're on deck stealth to get there, and then
I'm gonna say that you can find a way to get there. Give me witchcraft to arrange the room in just the right way.
okay. Hey.
Oh.
Alrighty then. What about you, Nyaxi?
It's worse than I thought, actually. Every scene. Okay, I found the actual reading. If you want to know.
Okay.
Every scene, in excess of their glamour rating, they automatically gain a point of banality.
But that's
So it is worse than
associating
I
with
thought.
normies.
basically.
Oh. Yeah,
So-
you are fine because you haven't been exposed to horror bad things for that long, but you can see the glassy look in your friend's eyes when you drag him out of that cab.
Yeah,
That he did not enjoy that ride.
yeah. At that, I'm just sort of going to start bringing him over to the nearest entrance, arm slung up, having one of his arms over my
Hey,
shoulder.
wait,
sort of-
wait. What the fuck? Aren't you gonna pay?
Sorry. I sort of say sorry. I'll pull out my wallet. I have my mundane resources, so I should be able. I should.
Yeah,
be
you
absolutely
can
fine.
certainly pay for cab, right?
Yeah, I can pay for cab. So, and I'll pay. Sorry about that, man. I say sort of sheepishly,
Wow,
and I'll
this just gets
hand
worse
over
and
the cash.
worse. A person with extreme banality will take one scene to give a temporary banality point.
He's
Shit.
not quite that bad, but he might call the cops on the bloodied weird people who try to ditch paying, stumbling around as if wounded, going into their baseball pitch at 1 a.m. Something ain't
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
God damn
Oh
it.
god.
And that place
So,
has
yeah.
clearly been vandalized recently.
If you're not a grump, avoid mortal interaction in general most of the time.
This dude is
You're
not
risking
an
banality
actual...
points all the time.
He's not a
Yeah.
actual autumn person. He's close, but he's not, he's not completely
Okay.
fucked. He's not that bad, but he's bad enough to be
Yeah.
felt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
So yeah, I pay the fare and I head in.
Right, so, Nyaxi.
Yeah, I mean, I would have reported to the Baron, I suppose.
Yeah, I think you probably come in and he's discussing with the werewolves, just jabbing at the map at this point. I'm pretty sure he's planning to attack someone or something as soon as he can.
Well, I guess the good thing I went out to go scope out some of what they can do. I have more information that might actually be very useful if he's planning a war.
Yeah. They apparently have their own version of changelings, and that fucker just went full weird on you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think I think I would know that it wasn't changelings because that makes everything go funky. It basically drags the dreaming partway into reality. If I remember correctly.
True, but it was less like he's...
It was something similar.
Yeah, you would act like a gate to a place of power that starts to break through. Him, it was like he was a focus of power,
Mm-hmm.
So,
God.
maybe one of your prodigal cousins that's closer than a lot of the others.
Yeah. or perhaps he's actually a Thalane.
Legasp!
Yeah.
Are you
No.
crazy?
Yeah, no. I'm not actually
can't
going to voice that, but
I can't help
Yeah.
but imagine the reaction of the demon. Just, what the fuck did you get me into there?
yeah, the second that my that my muscles started burning and just seeing the flaming blade and burning muscles, like
that
what
a
did you
demon?
get me into, woman?
I mean, the demon might actually have an idea as to what you legitimately are. He might be
Yeah.
like, wait, fucking seriously, you bitch?
Do
You
not
know what?
get me
I'm just
pissed.
happy I was very useful. I'm very happy I was very useful.
Okay, so... Good. Make me a charisma expression roll, Nyaxi, to see... Actually, make it charisma etiquette. To see how well you can convince the Baron to not go full paranoid mode. Because we know how Allied functions, sometimes. And
Yeah,
once
if
he
you kick something
hears
off,
that...
you'll- yeah.
Once he hears that Bjark went to do a thing...
Yeah, I will spend a point of willpower.
Okay. Yep, I think you just say that he would need to have a talk with Bjark once he gets back. Like, for sure.
Of course, sire.
And, Epic, what are you doing?
I'm primarily. I think I've done most of what I generally could do for the day. The only other I've already scouted out the area and such. I think my character's probably pretty tired. Time to
Okay.
sleep here for the day. Sleep with the hearth fire, or whatever it was called.
Actually, you do have that curiosity flaw. And while that is
I do.
dangerous, I see it on your sheet.
Yeah, I do.
I am gonna,
I'm just curious. Curious around here right now.
Oh no, because you would have been curious as to how the fight is gonna go, so I will want a low difficulty roll from you. That. Say at a 4. Because it's a pretty stupid idea. It's just interesting.
Yeah, you can tell that it's stupid. It's still interesting though.
Ooh. Do I or do I not? Do I or do I not?
I mean, how bad would it be?
I say no. I do not spend a willpower point. I just roll. I'm good.
Okay then. You resist the temptation to go and see what they do to Bjark. You're probably never gonna see that dumb fuck again.
He's going to be so surprised when I come knocking at the door.
Fucking amazing. The best you have is someone with 2 occult, and that's allied.
Our war council's planning with lack of information. This must be rectified.
My character is all about being a bitch, but at the same time being super useful.
Okay. Well, eventually they stumble in through the entrance to the freehold, and Bjark's friend just collapses to his knees and starts kissing the ground, tears streaming from his eyes.
Good that I cleaned that.
I think Christy will go into cat form and just go sleep by the hearth fire.
I think it's called Balefire.
Balefire.
I think it would be set up in such a way that the windows for a lot of the rooms can essentially look out over it, so the light reflects on you, so you don't have to literally curl up in front of it, unless you want to deliberately go right next to it.
I deliberately go right next to it.
You're blocking the other ones? What?
No, he's a cat.
I'm a cat.
You in cat form too?
I'm in cat form.
Good God.
Okay.
He's doing the cat thing where they find a nice warm spot and start sunning themselves.
Okay, well,
Napping.
the doors probably don't necessarily disturb you, but inform Ember and Benjamin that Bjark is back, and funnily enough, a few visitors do seem to be noticing that you're back.
Yeah, I will head there.
We'll head there too.
There are essentially gawkers surrounding you at this point, just 2 or 3 right now, but oh,
I'll kindly ask them to back off and give my friend a little bit of space.
okay, they're gonna do that. Roll a luck die, Aruman, for allied.
Okay.
Hey, Roderick is there when you get back. And he is giving you like, you better fucking explain. Look, he did not go mysteriously missing.
I I will explain in a less public area. Is what I
Yeah, you essentially saw him still there on your way back in.
Mm-hmm.
So he's out in the mortal parts of it, studying something.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll say, well, I sort of say I had to go help my friend. I was given an opportunity I could not refuse.
He just responds with, later, get that tended to.
Mm-hmm. At that I nod. So and then I'll head in.
Actually, does he have the healing thing? I don't think I gave him that. So he can't help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you stumble inside. A few minutes later, Benjamin and Ember come rushing in.
Mm-hmm. At that, I sort of give Benjamin a bit of a grin. Told you I'd be coming back.
There's
You are
a
a troll, after
huge
all.
gaping wound in his
I do
chest.
technically have 4 fucking lethal damage. At that, I sort of nod and
Yeah,
I'll take the potion.
yeah,
You want the potion?
Yeah.
okay. Then I'm gonna need you to roll craft for the potion.
Yeah.
You should have the dice hanging.
What? With Darwan?
You should have.
You should have noted down your the dice that you got for the bunk and the making of your soup or your healing potion.
Yes.
Yeah. Already got that. The difficulty was on 6 still. Sadly.
Because you were casting them as a group thing to save time, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
Yeah, that was a shitty one.
let's look up Well of
It still
Life.
kicks me down to.
Because since it's a drinkable one, it's a one-shot thing, but you don't need as many successes either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's how it works. It's not a passive thing where you just slowly regenerate over time while it lasts, but the benefit is that it heals a single person entirely, on lethal at least.
All right.
So yeah, it would fix you. Just note down that you got 1 success on one of the batches that you had ready.
Yeah.
So there's 4 of ones with 1 success left.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you need if someone's coming beat up from a bad punch out with someone with a sword.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken, some onion in it. Greens, you can't quite identify those. It's strange. It's almost like grass. Yeah, it's grass.
Why do you know how the grass tastes?
You don't want to know. It was an embarrassing time in my mortal life. I'd rather not talk about it. Anywho, I sort of asked, I sort of asked, do you have anything that might be able to help my friend?
He's ag damaged, fucked.
One of these will heal a single point of ag damage, but
Yeah.
just looking at him, he has taken quite a bit of penalty. Less than you might expect if he had been just sitting in an iron cage that wasn't completely, just carefully constructed. But he's clearly taken a great deal.
The ag damage?
Ag damage and worse off penalty. He's taken a lot of it.
I can fix the outer wounds, you could say, the physical wounds. This damage to his spirit is not something I can fix for now. Sadly.
I nod.
He's
I
probably
wouldn't
gone
expect you
up
to.
by about probably like 2 permanent rating, honestly.
God.
Ouch.
Because it would have taken her a while to figure out just what a normal changeling's tolerances are and how much is too much.
Thank God.
God.
She only had the old values to work with. Right.
I mean, she puts up a horseshoe across the room and watches what happens. Has no effect. They've been working on their immunities.
No. Oh man.
I mean, a grump would probably confuse her.
To some extent, but you're immune to being near penalty-filled people.
Correct. Not necessarily
Wrought iron.
particularly objects.
Yeah.
Structures are easier, but usually you can get out of a structure much easier than
Yeah.
break-
Honestly, if she had done this to you, you probably would have died because you have iron allergy, I believe.
Yes, I do. Touching that shit will kill me.
Even being near it will eventually burn you.
No, I do have to actually touch it.
Not
But
You get a
Even a
cosmetic
minor
burning
touch is
feeling
not
on your
good.
flesh. It's not very pleasant.
it would not be pleasant.
You take no damage just sitting there. She starts poking you with it.
actually.
Please no.
As a 5-point flaw, you suffer this damage if you stand within a foot, or around 30 centimeters, of the iron, and you take 1 health level of aggravated damage for every turn spent in contact with cold iron. So,
Oh, yeah, that's
one
right.
every
So
3
I have
turns.
a little bit of room, but not much.
So, if you were in that cage where it's embedded in the concrete on all sides and beneath you, you wouldn't have been
I'm
able
fucked.
to avoid it.
Slowly
I would
dying.
need to go into. I would have to immediately form myself into wind form and just somehow try and escape.
I don't think you could do that near cold iron, actually.
I, in theory, can.
I would let him try. He would probably take damage going through a door that's reinforced with cold iron, but he could try.
Worth.
That's the point.
Fucking worth. That much better than that, at least.
Yeah, so, Pjark, the Baron didn't take to your adventure too badly, but he is expecting a report.
Silence.
Bjarky boy. Arman.
Yeah.
Bjark.
What do you want?
Nyaxi was
Sorry.
telling you about how the Baron reacted.
Yes. Pay attention, please.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
So, yeah, so, what I was saying was that while the Baron didn't take to your adventure too badly, he's expecting a full report, of course.
That I nod. Very, very well. I shall go see him at once.
I'll take care of your friend.
Thank you very much.
So how many potions are you willing to use up on him? He's probably sitting at something like at least 3 ag wounds still.
I need to make more anyways at this point. Jesus fuck. I need a lot more than I already have. So I'll just... How long does it take for a changeling to normally recover from like a 1 ag to from bashing?
They heal it.
Ag healing uses lethal healing times, if I remember correctly.
It's 1 per 12 hours if you're in the dreaming or in the freehold, I think.
So after a nap, he should be fine. Well,
He's
after
gonna
sleeping the whole night.
it's gonna take several days, and he's badly fucked up.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, if I give him like 3 of them,
I
Then
mean,
he's just
all
up
it
to
does
tonight.
is take you some time to essentially make
Make
another
more.
batch at the same difficulty. So you can
I
just,
guess.
you can use up the rest of this batch and make a fresh
Yeah.
one.
I guess this batch was a bit sucky, anyways.
Wrong kind of
Okay.
grass. You need to go on the other side of the field, probably.
Obviously, the grass is greener on the other side. Why didn't I think of that?
God damn it.
I guess I'll give him the rest of the batch.
Okay.
Take
well,
these, drink these, and go to bed.
I'm gonna assume that the report to Le Baron is made, and I think we at that point are gonna take over to the morning, and then you will probably talk amongst yourselves about what happened once you've rested in the light of day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the safe, cleansing embrace of the light of day.
Oh. How much glamour can I get back?
Since there are guests pretty much always sleeping in the light of the balefire, we're gonna say that usually it's 1 point per night. And you get a point of willpower back as well.
Yep.
Now,
I
if
was
you
wondering
drive
if,
off enough of the guests that your freehold starts becoming abandoned, that rate could go up.
I was really just asking because it just depends, I would think, on how much glamour people in general are using. So
At
if
this
it gets
point,
fairly
they
low,
are probably casting precautions.
the good,
Yeah, but as long as
yeah.
they're doing it in the freehold, it doesn't really matter because using
For
weird
those that
cantrips-
don't have time 3, yes, it fucking does.
Well, yeah, that's true. Those that are using time for those who are counterfeiting time 3, it's expensive as fuck for them.
So yeah,
Yeah.
there's at least a few people doing that, and yeah. And there's more than one of you eating up glamour anyway.
Yep. I mean, I wasn't sure who was doing what, but I was just wondering. That's all.
Yeah, it would essentially balance out to a 1 per night use.
So do we
Yeah.
we gain willpower as mortals do, right?
Yes,
Yep,
Yes.
we do.
you probably, given that you had a late night, wake up
I
later
wake up
in the
early, of
morning
course.
than usual, but yeah, you can definitely get a full night's rest and get
Did
glamour and
Arun
willpower.
notice anything when he went?
So, I am going to do what I originally intended to do to assist Aruman in his later adventures. I'm going to see about making him a new sword of awesomeness.
Okay.
I have some crafts that I've earmarked as metalworking crafts. So if you need help, I am actually willing to help you out with that.
I'm not using metal.
Yeah, that's the thing for you.
I'm going to make sure I get a scabbard to have an idea of what could fit inside it. But besides that, could I use Eldritch Prime to receive some form of you know what? Can I even just find a hilt somewhere in the armory?
Sure, I guess, or you can have something like that made for you.
I'm just kind of intending this to look like a normal sword at first. But I'm going to form highly pressurized water as the blade.
Fucking excuse me, that will collapse when a normie sees it.
Yeah.
That's why it's in a scabbard, of course.
Convince me.
Just a really quick question. Why would it, I'm not, maybe I just missed something about it, but why would this collapse when a normie sees it?
Because you
It
are
is a
trying
word
to
cantrip. It's supposed to last through
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
but you are literally trying to conjure an element in a form that isn't natural to it.
No, not conjure it. I'm going to find some water, highly pressurize it into a blade with Dance of the Five Kings.
Okay, that's why I told you to convince me and explain me how you go about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not using the Eldritch Prime one. I'm using the Dance of the Five Kings to force it into a shape.
Okay.
And
Trish,
I will be using a bunk. This one's going to be fairly simple. I'm going to be in human form during this, and what I'm going to do is basically, you know what? Is there a river or something nearby?
uh, you would
The Freehold?
probably have to go a few blocks at least. I don't immediately see one right at the.
Is it alright to use another cantrip to help with a bunk then?
If you can pull it off, you can probably
Gen-
use it.
Generally not, I would say, because you're supposed to remind the autumn world of the rules of the dreaming.
Ah, okay. Basically, I want to smother myself with dirt.
What?
Suicide. I know that things are looking kind of grim there, man. But suicide isn't the answer.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. You could give water the shape of a blade according to how this reads. I'm not sure that you can make water hard enough to actually cut things, though.
I should be able to. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to.
I'm looking at the examples, and all the ones seem to deal with changing the shape that a thing takes, like crafting flowers out of flames, but not necessarily changing fundamental properties of the
I'm not
elements,
changing
like
a
making.
fundamental property.
Yes, you fucking are.
Oh, no, I'm not. That's not a fundamental property.
Nah. It's just very highly, compressed. Still water.
Hey, you told me I could try and wing my stuff as I wish. I am doing so.
I've literally seen movies made about fairy tales where they made axes using waterfalls out of water, so I love the goddamn concept, but I'm
It
honestly.
makes sense. Forcing the shape, which is incompressible water, into as compressed as I can make it, makes it basically pressurized water constantly. Does this not make sense?
Not the way you're describing it now. I'm thinking about it. Shit. Water really doesn't want to get compressed. Okay, fair enough. You can force it to compress as far as it will go. Okay, fair enough. But as.
Look, one of the examples it gave was making earth into a usable mace or something.
Making
That in
stone into
itself
a
is a form
usable
of
mace.
that in itself is a form of compression to keep that kind of shape. So yes, there is an example there.
You are trying to mage bullshit me.
Of course I am, because I am
You're-
dreaming bullshit you.
No, you are trying to mage bullshit me. Try to dreaming bullshit me. Show me how it
You're
makes
the one that
sense.
said to
Epic.
do an auto
Show me
piercing.
how it makes sense in the fucking poetry, not the fucking science.
In the
Yeah.
fucking poetry, someone using a blade of water to cut through stone has always made sense. For water has always worn away the stone.
There you go.
Okay, go for it.
You think I can't do this? You got that wrong.
I will require multiple successes from you.
I totally understood that, and that's why I'm trying to do a bunk with it as well. Which is getting myself really dirty with mud.
Okay, it's day, there's people practicing. If you strip naked and roll around in the mud in front of everyone, I'll give you a -4.
Okay.
This is completely fine. That's the intention anyway.
Okay, sure, you hear a voice from... Is that the manager?
I'll fix this in a moment. Don't worry. I'm going back to freehold almost immediately. It was an illusion. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Are there any difficulty boosts for a lot of normies watching?
No, not especially. Unless they were particularly banal. Then there would be a +1. But I'm not doing the actual art in the autumn world as far as I know.
You do kind of have to do it more or less where you are gonna cast
Oh,
it.
does the freehold... Okay. Then does the freehold have a space I can do something similar? Because
Mm,
You wouldn't get the -4 though.
yeah,
because
I didn't want to
it's
spend glamour on
drawing
this.
I mean, wherever craft is growing flowers or some shit, probably.
Wow, don't ruin my fucking flowers, Jay. If you fucking do it. So fucking rude.
I mean, it would be in character.
Don't touch them.
I need the ST to tell me if there's an appropriate spot somewhere.
not
If it doesn't give a
inside
-4,
the
don't worry about it.
freehold, but you can... Shit, there probably would be a spot with appropriate mud in the dreaming, but I think it's specifically freeholds that have the weird glamour spending.
Yeah, it is specifically freeholds, so I'm looking for a place in the freehold.
Then probably not, and you wouldn't be able to get as a high reduction as doing it in front of the local team anyway.
That's fine. In that case, I'll do something a little bit different. I want to do something fairly appropriate, though.
Just for clarity's sake, this is bullshit and I expect exceptional success. That is, I need 5 hits on the roll.
Yep, I expected such a thing.
Okay.
If you actually managed to fucking pull this off, then I'm going to bring this the next time I go fight for someone else's freedom, and they're going to call even more bullshit on this.
Keep in mind,
Hey,
you can voluntarily replace 3 dice with nightmare dice for getting another -1.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to try and think of a... You know what? I actually do have a bunk. And it's somewhat related because of how this is going to be probably used. I'm going to do similar to last time. I'm going to bring a small container of water. I'm going to create a fire. But this time, instead of just creating a fire, I am then going to wet the ashes and use it to mark my naked flesh. How's that?
I fucking...
Also, Chris, I may later on, when I make my potions, I have a thing for you. You're gonna love it.
Alright, well, I think you can scrape together enough with that to roll a 3.
Alright. So using appropriate water and such, I'm going to shape it within the hilt as a blade. It will fit the scabbard.
Okay.
Figure.
This is probably gonna count as a chimera that also exists in the autumn world, so be very careful with it. If he makes it, it might be indestructible, but it might be corruptible by banality.
That will be very interesting. I'll put a willpower point on it.
Excuse
10
me,
out of 10.
I'm just gonna run a warm bath and find a razor.
No, I really want to
Wow.
cut
Even
diamond.
if the difficulty, even if it was only worth -2 on the difficulty, Christ!
I
That
mean,
roll, man.
he gets his merit, which I'm thinking is a bit too overpowered. They weren't thinking clearly when they made it a -2.
Yeah, probably.
I'm also being perhaps a bit too generous with the bunks. I'm new to the system,
Mm-hmm.
but shit, I couldn't really refuse him when he used fucking fairy tale logic on me. That actually made sense within the system. That's what I meant, Epic. You just need to approach it right. Don't try logic. Just use
I
dream
could do it
stuff.
that way. If you want to toss out logic and put in poetry, I can do that.
You started trying to justify it with logic. That's what I'm talking about. Just go for the poetry right away. It's the way to do this. Don't try to make it make sense. It isn't supposed to.
Okay, good. All right, I got you a gift, Armand.
It's a really good one. Good God.
Be very careful with the scabbard. If you try and withdraw it too fast,
It's
it'll probably cut right through it.
It's 6 successes past
Yeah.
the 5. Okay. So, let's see. Assuming that it's 5, 5, 7 for the base thing, because it's a blade that twists and turns. Oh, Christ. So, if I am gonna be fair about this, yeah, this is essentially a water blade of the Dreaming's heart. You piece of shit. You are gonna be famous. So, since it being able to exist in the normal world is a big part of it, I am gonna reduce the bonuses somewhat from what I might make it. So, in the chimerical world, it's gonna be difficulty 3 to hit and to damage, and difficulty 9 to soak. In the autumn world, it's gonna be 4, 4, and 8.
God, that's nasty.
If
I'm
this
gonna have
gets...
to make a No. It's against my character to make this a big presentation. I'm probably going to toss it at you like a common sword.
God's fucking...
Or botches the catch roll to get stabbed.
Okay.
I actually can't botch athletics rolls.
Oh, that's
Christ
good. That'll
almighty.
help me a bunch.
Yeah.
Epic, give me a luck roll.
Oh, what's luck about this?
Okay.
Middle of the lane. Whatever it was.
All
right.
The CMC is going to be so fucking paranoid now.
Oh, I'm rolling the Auspex rating right now.
Oh.
Also, can you double check? I'm gonna shift the. I'm gonna stick notes in my character about the sword. You mind making sure that I have them right in a couple of seconds?
Sure. Right, well, hopefully she'll find out later.
When she gets stabbed by it.
I mean, then
Okay.
then it's like shit, summon the Overlord.
Well, it's time to go find Aruman, who I'm presuming is going to be all right.
He's probably
Okay.
comforting his friend who's just looking to space while chewing his breakfast.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
I'm trying to
forgot.
remember his name. I haven't gotten used to it yet.
Bjarke.
Oh, yeah. Bark.
Bark. Christ. Also, did Armand ever notice what I did to his room? Oh.
Oh, you missed what happened, didn't you?
No,
Oh, you
I
did.
walked in. I walked in and I saw Epic roll 10 dice, and I went, you know what? I should probably finish these medications first.
You might want to get a drink because he just made a fucking artifact.
I can't drink.
The artifact is fucking bonkers.
Yep. So I'm going to go to Bark. I'm presuming I can find him probably.
Sure.
I'll just ask somebody if they know where Bark is. They probably do.
Yeah. Probably in whatever passes for the Great Hall right now.
All right. I'll just go over to him and say, this is nothing in particular. Don't worry about it. Just hand him the scabbard sword.
Can I roll my I sort of take it. Can I roll my perception? Can I roll perception canning to see exactly where he's lying? As at this point, the way he's acting, it's like there's no way this is nothing.
Okay, then
Also,
do
yeah,
your
I took
contested
down
roll.
All right, 6, right?
If he's using the one ability on me, it's actually difficulty 9 on him.
It's a contested roll, success or successes, I believe we decided.
Oh, you decided to do a different way? Okay.
It's the way they use the language they usually use for contested rolls there, so that's what we're going
Yeah,
with.
but it did say the difficulty was equal to...
No, it just said versus manipulation subterfuge. So that reads as a contested roll usually.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misread it.
Yeah, allied. We got one shell-shocked troll back.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got Flame Sword, and I basically, we traded 4 damage in the first round, and then I took out his guts in the second one by dealing 7 damage, and he... Okay, so I get I think that I get the feeling he's telling the truth, but I still don't exactly believe him, I think is how that ends
I
up
mean,
panning
your
out.
talent just fails to activate. You can't tell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I actually, I'm going to use Can I use Perception Kenning on the sword?
You can examine the sword. Do you take it out of the scabbard in the Great Hall?
I might as well. If he says it's nothing important, I get the feeling it's not. But I'm still going to take it out in the Great Hall and just sort of open it. Just sort of slowly pull open the scabbard or pull the scabbard off.
Okay. Roll perception canning at 6.
Okay.
Let's just roll for, say, 3 random people at a similar dice pool.
Somebody's dead.
You hear a plate shatter in the background, Aruman.
Yeah. What do I feel?
It's like a blade that's made of living water. It seems to reorient itself as you move the sword, helping you keep the perfect balance, honing itself to a razor's edge along whatever arc you're trying to,
At
swing it
that I
on.
sort of at that I sort of whisper magnificent under my breath because I can feel that this is something that sagas are written of.
Oh yes,
this
someone
sword
in
cheats
the
an entire. Oh yeah,
Aru epic.
this sword cheats like a cheating cheater who cheats their allied.
I want
We
both
gotta
of
fight
you
the man.
to roll perception alertness.
Yeah.
You got to use the sword on rainy days only. Turn the rain.
No, that's not the limitation. I just got to keep it hidden from the autumn world. This is
It can
basically
be used in the autumn world.
Yeah, I just don't want to expose it to too much banality. I
Exactly.
would rather not risk it.
Yeah, perception
So
alertness. I'm gonna assume that the rest of you are nearby somewhere, so you know what, everyone, give me a roll.
It's actually technically awareness, I think.
No,
Because
this
that's-
is not for the sword. This is for hearing what is going on in the
Hearing the
background.
plate shatter.
What's the difficulty?
6.
Whew.
What do my elf ears hear?
Let's see. I'm gonna go through it once everyone rolls, then I can just take it in tiers. Epic?
Oh, I need one too?
Yeah,
I
everyone.
thought it was
He's
right
right
there.
You are right there, but this is from the peanut gallery that you're trying to overhear.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I might as well roll that too.
Yeah.
Not an actual botch.
Okay. So, Benjamin, you can hear a lot of very faint whispering from all around you, but you're busy telling someone that that plate was fucking porcelain. It was precious. You're gonna have to get more. Amber?
Was it perception awareness or alertness?
Alertness.
Oh well, then I fucked up.
God damn it. And re-roll.
There we go.
Okay. So, Amber,
Yeah.
there's a lot of talk and just talk along. You catch something along the lines of a blade like that hasn't been seen since, and etc. The rest of you with 4 successes hear more troubling things like sword fit for a king. The current government is corrupt. Rabble. He's meant to rule. The dreaming has given its blessing, etc.
Thank God.
Oh my god.
Allied, this is deeply troubling.
Oh right, you missed the fact where I walked out. I basically sorted a demon in the chest, and then I walked back here with a with one of the Fae who'd been captured.
God.
I don't know how else to respond to 11 successes on water sword.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm gonna
Aruman,
be getting some words from the higher
Aru,
ups,
I'm gonna
okay.
need you to make a willpower roll. Because you hear all of
okay.
this as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
I think I'm gonna spend
11's
willpower on this.
back.
I'm gonna spend willpower on this too. Current or max, actually. Also,
Max. Usually max. Other people roll versus your current.
that's
you know,
fine. All right, so 2 successes.
yeah, you can feel it from the sword. Actually, it's almost like a whisper. The current order is correct. Change is good. Overthrow them.
I can feel the unseelie. I can hear the unseelie whispers.
Change it all. Change the world. Make it better.
That fuck my demeanor too. Fuck it, my unseelie legacy. God damn it, why? This is my at this point this has just become my fucking story and the warring between my nature and my demeanor.
Well,
Jesus fucking Christ.
if you
Am I
want to
corrupting you? Am
flip,
I already corrupting a player? I'm happy.
he's not common folk allied. He's a knight.
Yeah, no.
He's like
I'm a
fucking
knight.
Galahad.
No, I'm saying the common folk were whispering. They want to replace me with the fucking knight. Like, the common folk, the unseelie caused this.
I mean,
You
then,
didn't hear anything about me yet.
allied,
I
that's
don't know
the
a
thing.
shit about this.
You literally handed it to him in the Great Hall. So it's pretty
You
obvious.
handed it to me in the Great Hall.
I said he hasn't heard anything about it yet.
Yeah, Alan hasn't heard anything about that. Actually, no, he had 4 successes. Yes, he did.
Did? Shit.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Allied.
not
from,
related.
from what you are all hearing, they don't want him to replace you. They want to walk into Tarana and cut down the High King at this point. Because clearly the old regime is fucking corrupt and change is good.
Apparently, I've already started the revolution. Apologies.
You know, every bit of the satisfaction with how things are and the every bit of desire for change is being brought out by this weapon, the more people look at it.
And at that, I'm going to carefully sheathe the weapon and at that I'm going to look at I'm gonna look at Christy. I'm like, thank you for this magnificent weapon. Hopefully, it need not be drawn but against the monsters that seek to bring all of the Fae to their knees.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Oh my
Chris.
fucking god.
I got an idea. Can I bless an incense so that can I use Fey magic on an incense so that the scent from it will fucking calm down these fuckers and quell this rebellious attitude?
I think this is something that needs to get kicked up to the High King. Yeah.
Dear.
Like if I summer.
Aruman. Yes, you could craft, and you're going to need to, because with that do, you hear just a rising mutter of, yes, cut down the monsters that seek to fuck our fake kind. He is right.
I think Christy's
God damn it, my
going
character was not meant
melt
to
into
leave.
the background now. This sounds fun.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
I think the Baron locks himself in his apartments. Just.
I keep calling the High King, right, boss?
You
I
can
feel like I should let him know what's
you
happening.
can probably call your king.
I'm gonna start kicking this. I'm gonna kick this up my own fucking chain of command. This fucking blade is both good and bad news because this is a goddamn fucking artifact in the making, and it'll be equal to that. Yeah.
Hey, Armand, can I touch it?
No.
I recommend not touching the blade. Apparently,
I wasn't hoping to touch the blade itself.
Epic, this is gonna be a one-time thing. If you try to duplicate this, it will be much harder because the dreaming is gonna go fuck no.
To make this kind of unique thing, honestly.
Yeah,
I just didn't
this is the
expect
sort
it
of
to
thing
go
you
so
toss
well.
into a mini campaign that it utterly shatters the. This is the secret weapon that is going to turn the tide against them.
This is 11 successes, literally beyond what anyone could ever do, technically.
That was a perfect roll, a fucking perfect roll with willpower. Also, what's its base damage? Out of curiosity, I think I have the base benefits that it has.
I'm gonna go with it being a relatively light blade, even though it's super sharp, so +2.
Can I talk the people down from wanting to murder the High King? Because that seems really fucking important to stop that train of thought as quickly as I could.
You all try to stop that train of thought. First of all, Allied, roll a luck die to see if someone's already left to spread the news.
Oh god.
The Unseelie courts are gonna have a
I'm
fucking
starting a
field
mini
day.
campaign! It's the Unseelie's rise!
So you gather everyone together. Apparently, shit. An Unseelie and Seelie changelings have already gotten out. One through the dreaming, one making a run through the autumn world.
Oh my god.
I need to call my boss.
The seal. Yeah. Let's try and calm these people down first. Christ hell.
Well, no, they've already escaped.
Attacked on par. Yeah. Let's try and calm as many people down as possible.
No, we need to call our higher-ups first because it's already started spreading. We can contain them inside of our domain.
Yeah.
We can't stop the runners.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it wrong if I'm hoping the vampire grabs them?
Roll a luck die. Kai is the vampire,
Yeah.
not the one that went out through the autumn world.
That moment when you actually want to roll high on the dice. Or the moment when you actually want to fake captured.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm
let's see the roll.
gonna make a phone call to my...
Actually, roll likely luck.
What?
Okay. Roll
Likely
likely
luck.
luck.
Yeah, give me a roll of likely luck, allied, to see if the one that went out through the autumn world got grabbed. Because there's people watching this place.
Rip.
So, one is unseelie, high is seelie. Okay, the seelie one got out. Oh no, there's gonna be a
That's
pogrom.
worse.
Wait, what?
There's gonna be a pogrom.
There's gonna be a pilgrimage to here?
No, they're gonna fucking purge the unseelie. Just preemptively, I think. Someone might try to anyway.
So, no matter what happens at this point, we have the unseelie civil fucking war again.
Well, unless someone manages to catch the one that went out through the dreaming, yes, as Gehenna starts, it's not gonna be immediately. But when Gehenna starts, the changelings are gonna be in a civil war.
That sounds
One
bad.
side is
for
going
us.
to be rallying to the unseelie are going to be rallying to their fucking unwilling seelie leader.
I mean,
Oh,
The accidental claimant to the throne.
I mean, it would be good if we could catch that guy that went through the dreaming.
Yeah.
Do you want to send Doggo
Oh,
you need
after
to go-
him, or a werewolf?
No,
Yes.
accidentally a war.
I mean,
Yay.
I want to. Yeah, I want to try to hunt him down with the help of Noble Doggo.
Okay, so you're setting off after that, and
Please stop him.
you two wanted to calm things down in here while Epic hides.
Yeah. I'm going to try and calm things down too.
I think
Okay.
hiding sounds like a good option.
does anybody have
me-
winter or like autumn?
You wish.
Epic, I gotta.
I can't in good conscience actually try and prevent them from doing this. It matches my goals perfectly. So
Allied. If you
That's what in the Civil
unleash Sovereign,
Yeah.
you might be able to command them to come back or try to. The ones that went running.
There's no other
And
way
just-
I have to unleash.
you'd probably have to unleash it.
Yeah,
effectively.
if you want everyone to just not escalate this, like, you would have to unleash.
What's the negatives of unleashing again?
You
You need a
can't
nightmare
get,
die,
again
and if
for the
you...
story for that art, if I remember
Yeah.
right.
Wait, what?
No, that was for Suitsa. You can unleash as much as you want, you
Yeah.
just take Nightmare.
You eat a nightmare dice, guaranteed, and if you roll more successes than you have pips in your in the art that you're trying to use, it gets warped by the nightmare dice that you gained.
Okay, I'm gonna look up unleashing. Someone look up the bonuses for freeholds, because he's in his own freehold essentially.
I don't know if it's my fucking freehold anymore.
You
It's
are
your freedom.
you are still bound to the balefire. If the commoners disobey, that's different, but it's still fucking yours.
Alright.
Actually, I also am linked to the balefire too, though.
Yes, but not as strongly as allied.
Yeah, not as strong as I. That's true.
Don't you dare try to
Um,
steal my fucking stronghold.
Unleashing, short, simple statement. You burn 2 points of glamour at a nightmare rating. The player is not constrained by the character's realms, right there. Huh.
Yep.
Yes, that is correct. It is not
All right.
constrained by realm in whatever way.
Okay, right. Unleash can affect anything. Rolls number of dice equal to their glamour plus their nightmare rating at difficulty 7.
Yeah, you basically all you really want to do is succeed, but not super succeed.
Yep.
Let's
Well, I
see.
only have 3 fucking dice in Sovereign.
Well, you just need to roll 3 or less successes.
Yep. You also do get a nightmare dice tacked on there as well. Would he roll his max glamour plus whatever he's devoted to the freehold, or?
He wouldn't roll the stuff that he's devoted to the freehold, I think, but I'm looking up what the bonuses for freehold are. Shit, I have to search for freehold specifically.
Yeah.
It's on 311, the page.
Like, I need to maintain the social peace and harmony here.
Yeah, call the dissident.
Well, I guess I'm getting my first nightmare dice.
I mean,
Is there a way to remove those?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
with
is.
our house can actually remove them rather easily.
All right. So I want to unleash Sovereign. So the dice pull for that. What am I rolling? My Sovereign plus what? Glamour.
You're rolling your glamour plus your nightmare, and you want less successes than your sovereign rating, I think.
What's difficulty?
Yes. You want equal
7.
to or less.
Difficulty is 7.
7. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. You do
Don't
get
mock.
that additional nightmare die that you picked up. All right.
Actually, you need to roll your nightmare dice separately.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
So
do.
roll that one
nightmare dice
first.
doesn't have any effect on that, actually.
We
Nightmare
need
dice
to
don't
know.
affect that roll.
We need to know which
If I
one is
remember.
which. Either way, so
He
we
needs
would
to have
always roll
nightmare
them
dice
separately.
first before he can add it onto it. But if he
Okay,
does
so
have
the nightmare
nightmares,
dice. So the nightmare dice is 1d7, correct?
It's 1d10,
1d10.
but it's a difficulty 7 as well. But we do need to roll them separately so we can identify them, because we don't have the fancy macros
correct.
from the ultimately crappy sheet. Okay, so
Alrighty.
what is the exact command before you roll the rest of it? What are you asking the dreaming to do?
I'm telling everybody to relax. Cease their
Gather your subjects. Or gather subjects gather, basically.
stop the and stop, wanting to kill the High King.
Simple sentences.
it
Simple
needs to be
sentences.
very simple.
Yeah, give it to me in one sentence. What do you want the dreaming to do for you through Sovereign?
Gather my subjects is probably the safest one there.
Yeah, I guess gather my subjects and
Calm down.
yeah, just gather my subjects because I guess I'll have to roll again to convince them to not try to murder the High King.
Can I help him real quick? Does he have like common sense or
Stay
anything?
the fuck in the closet.
You don't want to use
the
the
first one.
terminology. First of all, your subjects, probably. Because that would be a politics botch. A lot of these are visitors.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Well, number
I
one.
have an idea of what you could say here that would be pretty simple, but would do exactly what we want. I think.
What
But
is
I
it?
want the
just
world
don't
to
know if I can
burn,
say it.
Epic. I want the world to burn.
I know, and I do too. In character, at least.
He has a danger sense. Let him say it, and if appropriate, I will roll his danger sense secretly to see if he realizes it's a bad idea.
Hold on, would it be rally the fucking hell. Like
Can I give him a simple sentence?
No! Unleashing is
Also-
supposed to be tricky.
Or, Chris, will the thing I wanted to do with the candle, the innocence, work or help him with this?
It might. What level of summer you said you wanted to use?
Not level 2. I don't know if you can imbue a candle with level 1, but I want to do level 1 and like make them relax.
would it be what are we? We're changelings, right? Like all I have in the stronghold are changelings.
Or,
Yeah.
Well, not the candle then, I guess. Just in
No,
the
you
room.
can do the
I want-
incense, but you do. Let's reasonable. I'll give you a -2 for that. It's just that you're gonna need to use the scene at a pretty high level to cover the entire freehold.
The what?
The scene.
Ah, scene.
You need a
I mean,
large
if
amount of
Alan's
scene to
gathering
cover the
everyone in a
freehold.
room, then he can. If Alan's gathering everyone in a room, he just needs like scene 2.
Thing is, he's
Yeah.
doing this in parallel with Allied.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I want to summon all the changelings within my strong inside my freehold, correct?
There are some that left, and you want to pull those 2. Remember?
I can't get those guys.
You can if you
Yeah,
unleash,
with
that's the
unleashing,
whole
you can.
point. You just need to formulate it
Uh-huh.
right.
Would return all those with ill thoughts towards the High King to my freehold work?
It would, but you wouldn't have enough beds.
Would,
Uh-huh. Too many.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Will return all those from my freehold that have ill thoughts of the High King work.
Some of these people were visitors.
What?
They
Some of
aren't
the
from
people-
your.
Yeah, some of the people don't live here the whole time. Some of them are just visiting the freehold.
Fucking
They're
hell,
not
I
your
don't know how to
subjects.
live this.
Mention the sword. That might help.
All those who have
better
bore witness or heard of the sword return to my freehold at once, so I may speak with you.
That could work. Go ahead and roll for it then.
Didn't he
roll?
just roll for that? Isn't that what he just
Yeah.
No.
He just rolled the first part because we need to split the part between the nightmare die and the normal glamour.
Now, isn't he's?
So now I
got
just
the
roll my
5 glamour points he rolled, and then he rolled the nightmare.
He
die.
has 4
Isn't that-
glamour points. The first time he rolled it wrong because he joined both nightmare and glamour together.
Hey!
Oh, okay.
He's good.
Okay.
He's good.
Then the command ripples out. Okay, you can try and catch as many of them as you can without trying to cover the entire freehold craft, because you're familiar with it, and just give me a single roll at, say, difficulty 5. You are gonna need to spend for Fae if you don't have Fae.
Yeah, I don't have Fae.
A few of them at least would be... Ah, crap. But if you're casting it individually... Shit.
That's why.
I honestly
That's
don't...
why.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if there is... I don't think there's any way in which you can conceivably do this. Not
couldn't he
everyone.
unleash?
Well, it's a good thing it's Changeling now, where conceivability doesn't matter.
Scenes do matter
Yeah.
unless you unleash. You could unleash craft.
But don't want to unleash.
You can try and trigger
what-
certain emotions for summer.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I want to do with Summer 1, to trigger, relaxing and not crazy fucking emotions that wanted to relax and be happy, basically.
Okay, then roll 1 nightmare dice separately and then roll your glamour rating both at 7.
Isn't that what he just did? He rolled nightmare, and then he
No,
rolled.
this
full
is
glamour.
for craft.
Oh crap! Sorry.
Okay,
So close.
Fancy nightmare dice, and
also write in somewhere on
Oh,
your
no.
sheet.
1 nightmare dice.
Yeah, and what happens on a fail on unleashing? How bad does it get?
I think a botch is really bad, but I don't remember failing being bad.
We're gonna need to check because
I was reading up on nightmare dice at the moment, so I
Craft
was
is
away
just
from
getting the fuck out. Be
I mean,
free!
it's
This is why I wanted to cast it on a fucking candle.
let's see. If
Fails,
the roll
unable-
fails, the
This
character is
triggers
unable.
It triggers
Yeah.
banality. That's what it does. And you cannot
Oh,
use the
fucking
unleashed
rip.
art for the rest of the scene. So you need, because you get a trigger, you must roll your glamour, and then you have, if you don't pass that, you gain a point of banality.
So give me a glamour roll
Yeah.
at 8. And you can't use any arts from... Cannot spend glamour or use arts for the remainder of the scene, essentially.
The unleashed art, particularly.
And
What
you
is
can't spend willpower on the glamour roll.
Actually, no, let's see. No, that's with a bot.
Yeah.
Just-
A fail. I'm looking at a fail, not a botch.
Alright. Yeah. You need to essentially do a banality trigger. So you need to roll your glamour at 8 for this.
Rip me.
Yeah,
Oh, he gains a banality.
you take a temporary point.
That can be healed by tomorrow.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's relatively easy. And
Cannot use
Before
the
we-
unleashed art for the rest of the scene. So
before
Yeah.
we handle Nyaxi, because that should be fun. Aruman, give me a charisma etiquette roll at difficulty 9 to calm the people down and convince them that you're not the chosen one after all.
I am
What did it
so
be less
glad I
than-
spec into etiquette. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna spend a willpower too.
go for it. That's a
I
good
am so
willpower
fucking
spend.
glad I spent that willpower.
It is still a
Guys,
failure,
I'm
but
not
they
the replacement. I am the replacement.
if you had
Hail me.
botched Aruman, there would have people who would be rushing for Allied's door right now to start the revolution.
Yeah.
With the axes, even if he's trying to unleash someone.
I'm so proud of myself.
Armand, I don't want you to keep the sword.
He really wants to keep the sword. It's an artifact of the dreaming.
It's a legendary treasure. It's a sword of the Dreaming's heart. These things just don't exist. They're like literally legendary, Allied.
Yes, and he doesn't need to have it on him because it causes us fucking issues.
He's
We're
not
gonna
going
put-
to use it without a reason.
Oh
He's a
We're gonna
knight.
push him.
my god, Aru, I know exactly how you fail. Give me another willpower roll.
Okay.
What was the difficulty previously?
Let me scroll up and check. It
Doesn't
was
he
6.
have loyalty to me or whatever?
Then let's take it up to an
No.
let's take it up to a 7 this time.
I had to fight off the influence of the blade. And, that's why I failed.
This is one of the reasons why I want the sword
It
from
was.
Armand. Fucking.
So, Nyaxi,
If you
what do you have for tracking a bitch? Okay, so you would need to use survival for this, and you would be using the doggo. So, I'm not sure I gave the doggo heightened senses. I didn't. But, do you wish to aid the doggo?
Can you repeat that?
Do you want to aid your dog in
track
actually
component.
tracking?
I mean, what's the role for that?
Perception survival.
I mean, I don't have survival.
You would be rolling at 7 instead of 6. Actually, we will lower it to a 5 for dog and 6 for you because he probably followed a fast and relatively safe path, so he's probably on a trot, which narrows the options.
Yeah. I'll spend a willpower on this.
Okay, so I'm assuming the doggo would be doing this primarily and you would be assisting, and he would essentially be told that this is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, then the doggo
Well.
spent a willpower, so you have a total of 4 successes. And yeah, you would be able to, I'm gonna say that the trod curves slightly, and you just find a spot where the dude has stepped off of it apparently. And yeah, just moments before you reached that spot, you felt a ripple pass through the dreaming, almost as if something had changed in the local atmosphere. It's perfectly normal. It happens a few times a month. Just small cosmetic changes usually.
Uh-huh.
But he is currently heading towards the freehold as you come upon him, as he's trying to break through some undergrowth to go back and apparently avoid you. What do?
Huh. That's interesting.
He's a cunning one. Playing you for a fool.
It's possible.
Wait, hold on, I have a question. Didn't I actually see the sword?
I only heard
It
about it
was
actually.
around late breakfast time, so any of you could have easily caught a glimpse of it.
I was wondering if I actually ended up being affected by the order too.
Oh, you
I mean, what was
included
the
everyone
order?
who's heard about it as well, so yes. You are compelled to follow them along. Just use...
Sure, then we will escort the guy, I guess.
Yeah, you just need to head back, that's the only thing you can think of. The doggo is barking at your heels desperately. What did he do to you, mistress? What do? What do?
Don't worry, the guy you were chasing is also coming with you.
Yeah.
Nyaxi, roll a luck die. Low is bloodshed, high is peace.
God.
Oh,
Really peaceful?
just some bite wounds.
Yeah, it's gonna say you take a point of lethal chimerically from the doggo trying to snap you out of it.
Well, that heals fast, thankfully.
So yeah, you arrive back, and well, shit, everyone seems to gather in the Great Hall as you wait for them, allied, including Ember, who was apparently about to betray you and arrives from outside on the dreaming side with another Sealy.
Was it?
Wow,
No,
that's
why? No, we were friends.
right, now
I
don't
actually think he's
misinterpret
physically
this.
capable of betraying you without mental compulsion.
I mean, it's their nature, but he might have flipped on Sealy based on what happened. They both might have.
I don't know what's going on at this point. It's bad. It's like the fucking door situation. I don't know what's going on. If I fuck this up, I'm gonna get fucking mobbed.
You see someone struggle to speak, and it's clear they wanted to pretty much yell it out, but they say it at a normal voice, so it doesn't really sound that impressive, but it's essentially down with the monsters that want to put the Fae under their heels. Right in your face.
Down with the monsters that want to put the Fae under their heels.
Ah, God, that sounds so bad. Sounds like a zombie.
It's like, oh god. Well, I gotta try to keep the peace somehow. So, I can't destroy the weapon because that would just piss
No.
everyone off.
You would probably at this
You have
point
to
take
pry it
a
from my cold, dead
permanent.
hands.
You would, if you did, you would
Also,
take
I
permanent
think that basically means that
banality.
you drop your You eat permanent banality for destroying any artifacts of the dreaming. Sometimes several banality.
No,
if it's a particularly strong one, I think.
For this one, since this is essentially a treasure of the kind that you probably have never seen before, and destroying it to keep power and for practical reasons like that, you would take a permanent point.
Just
I mean,
no
I wouldn't be
saving.
doing it.
This is
I
like
wouldn't be doing it to keep power. Everybody wants to literally use it to kill the king. Or the High
true,
King.
but
That is your power. That would be your power.
here's the thing. The dreaming has been on the back foot for a long time, and this might be a sign that that is about to change. And if you destroy it, that's like stabbing everyone in the back.
Can I get it from you, Aramon? Can I get the fucking sword?
No.
It was
there-
my gift, damn it.
Is there anything I can invoke on Aramon for him to hand over the sword?
Arman, you hear in the back of your mind. See what he is like? He will never give. You're all under sovereign, I believe you call it.
Okay. I will have to kind of say, I think he needs to at least be holding the sword or something for that to be going on.
That is not the
I
sword,
haven't
that
been-
is the vampire.
Oh, shit.
That's the
Yeah.
vampire one.
You know the shadow the doors keep seeing? Yeah.
Actually, can I identify the voice, or is she trying to mask it?
I'm pretty sure it's very different from the thing, unless she's masking it.
she's not masking it. Actually, I might need to retcon that, because it's a question of whether she would be awake, but yeah, with her perception and aspects rating, I don't think I need to.
She botched the aspects on the sword and everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
So she shouldn't be awake for this, actually. It is the morning.
yeah, she isn't aware of
Not
the
even especially early.
sword.
So
I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna roll aspects at like 9 to see if she would sense this kind of opportunity for instability. It might be possible, but it should be difficult. And then I'm gonna roll to see if she's able to wake for it.
okay.
Okay.
Sounds fair.
Yeah. So, no. Then you are good. She doesn't push you towards that, but everyone's looking like a zombie, lined up like an army of marionettes, so, you know. They're
I actually
waiting.
think I'm
He doesn't
included in
really-
this. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
all
would be.
are. They're waiting for the master of the house to speak.
I have a question. If I break the hold, am I gonna get fucking swarmed?
Oh, what do you wish to do?
If I break the Sovereign to have a proper talk with them, am I gonna die here?
You might. I'm gonna roll your danger sense. Because I might need to roll your danger sense for this. No, they seem to be willing to listen. You're perfectly
Okay.
safe.
Okay, I'm going to let the Sovereign go down and
Aruman,
talk with
your danger sense pings. There's about to be a lot of violence in this room.
Shit.
You can try and force your way past his sovereign with a willpower roll at difficulty 7. I'm taking his available glamour rating and his sovereign rating for difficulty to try and resist it temporarily.
Hold on, the
I-
Sovereign?
I'm actually gonna roll that. Then.
Yeah, it's for him to try and force out a few words to warn you. You get
Run, nigga, run!
you get one sentence of 7 words or less.
Heavy thinking noises. Oh my goodness.
You are meant to
You would
protect him. You would be morally
Yeah.
obliged to draw the sword and cut your way to his side.
So
Yeah,
I might be losing
I
this
would.
guess. Who knew?
At
The
that
sword.
time, can I pull a can I go can I try charisma etiquette to try and calm them down one last time?
You can try and calm the crowd. It's gonna be at 9+1 this time because you've already tried and you have. Even 9+1 is generous given that you have one sentence.
Yeah. I'm gonna burn a willpower. Let's see
I love
how
how he's
well
not
this works. I'm doing the thing where I burn all of my willpower in basically a single session, but anyways. Okay.
You did it!
That's 3 successes.
Okay then.
Effectively too, but it will actually probably hold the group at bay.
Yeah.
What is your sentence? Exactly what they do will depend on this. I will still need to know what the roleplay component is.
Yeah. You know what? It's gonna be calm. Stay your. I sort of shouted at everyone. Calm. Stay your hand and listen. Including the pause. That is actually 7 words.
Okay. That is 7 words. And it comes out barely above a whisper, zombie-like. As you're about to drop the sovereign, you just hear him say that. And you notice people's eyes. Ooh. They're not happy campers.
With me or with them?
With
Or with
you.
him?
They're all giving you the cut a bitch stare. This has happened
Can I
when the
have
she
art?
returned. They used Sovereign to make everyone recognize their quote-unquote ancient rights. This is bringing up a lot of bad memories.
Oh wait, this
At
is what
least
they
he's an
did.
autumn she, so it's
They-
not
Yeah,
bad.
Wait,
this is what they did.
They used Sovereign
Mhm.
to enforce
Oh.
their authority.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I've made a terrible mistake. I was not.
I mean, the
I did not
doggos
remember.
just slowly take war forms next to you, both of them, and
Just
move
very
slightly
slowly
in
and
front of you to cover you with their bodies.
No. I like motion for like. I asked for Armand to step forward and come forward and stuff.
You are compelled to step forward, Haruman. The master beckons.
I will. I will.
And then can I drop? Do I have to drop it on everybody or can I drop it on just him?
You can give him permission to speak while keeping it up. I'm gonna allow you to do that.
Okay. I will get. I will allow. I will just like let him be free. Like I'll have him come up to. I'll have my werewolves get the fuck back because I don't want this to turn it like this is my fault. I'm gonna show the common folk that I am not I'm not an asshole. I'm incompetent, not an asshole.
Oh man.
Okay,
Listen,
give me
I
a
want the-
roll of appearance, politics, debating between 8 and 9.
I'd allow an 8 just because Aramon did get them to at least
Yeah.
listen closely
Yeah,
here.
so make an appearance politics roll at an 8, allied. Let's see if you can diffuse.
1.
Well, they're minorly diffusing it, but the embers are still around.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this is one success. He's able to continue trying to calm things down. They're giving him the chance to speak. That's about as much as he can get. They're not killing him right now.
I want like Armand to be able to speak now too as well. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna like
You
let
give him permission, he's able to speak.
Yeah.
like I give him permission to speak like he would normally. But I don't drop it on everyone else just yet. I'm fully waiting for Armand to fucking just stab me through the chest and just be like
I'm supposed to keep this alliance with the werewolves too, remember? So I'm not going to stab you. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to smuggle you out, and I'm going to tie you up, smuggle you to the werewolves, and hand you over. Say, this is the only place where you can stay safe. You just do with him what you will.
That actually has to come with too.
The problem is
Remember?
that the alliance with the werewolves is kind of an alliance of state, which means that they're not marrying allied so much as the freehold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wouldn't turn out so well at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Armand, you're apparently their new high kings speak. I will treat you as an equal.
I'm not letting you say that. That would be a politics botch.
Oh yeah.
No, I was saying that out of character.
Yeah, Allied, I somewhat apologize here. It was unexpected. I'm very happy about it, but it was unexpected.
I'm just upset you can't make a better one and give it to me. That's what I'm upset about. Fucking Armand got the best out of it. I'm the fucking Baron here.
This is a weapon.
He is the chosen and true king allied. You shut your bitch mouth.
Yeah, no, fucking apparently he's the chosen and true king.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what can I roll to try and calm them down a bit more?
Well, first of all, what do you want to say to them? This will depend upon roleplay.
Fun. I think I'm actually going to speak about how, in order to that you know, I think my unseelie nature might actually start slipping through in this too, but no.
Just let it happen, Aaron. Just let it happen, Arman. Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah. So I'm going to speak about how we must stand united in opposition to the to the slavering beasts who would see the entirety of Feykind brought to their knees before we can work to better Feykind in its entirety. I'm also trying to subtly imply it's people like the vampires and
their eyes are fixed on Allied. One of them whispers just loud enough for you to hear. Yes, the cancer must be cut out first.
I'm just kind of my guy's just kind of like
we must focus without before we can focus within. Is generally what my the gist of what I'm trying to say is.
Their eyes shift to the two werewolves and what they represent next to him.
No. You know what you did.
I've treated everyone here with respect and everything else, even the unseelie. I've been a rather fucking malevolent lord.
Oh,
Christ. It's the whole unleashing sovereign thing that they're pissy about more than anything.
Oh, Christ.
I mean,
you
I
did
have no
unleash...
issue.
You unleashed sovereign and you made... that... Yeah, the vampires know you did something. The Camarilla definitely would know. Someone would have picked up on something. There's too much magic shit going on right now for them to not have sensed it.
Totally. I was particularly worried about the one gal.
God, am I going to get a phone call from the prince? Hey, you're not declaring war on us, are you? Oh, no.
It's gonna, if he thinks you're gonna declare war, and if his people are picking up danger, which incidentally, they probably are, it's gonna be like, just so you know, every neonate, every vampire, and every ghoul is now armed with cold iron buckshot. Fuck with us and die!
My guy would just be like, so you wish to have war then? He's gonna be like, no, you're the one doing this. Like, no, we had other problems.
Oh no, if you go, so you wish war then, it's gonna be like, I see. Very well then, hangs up.
So be it to this war then. I need to call my lord, like, fuck. Wait, I have a question. Am I under the effects of sovereignty by my lord?
Not yet, but you have a feeling that at this point, because you did decide to call him first.
Yeah.
Oh, roll a luck
Is
die
this
to
one-
see how much he likes the High King. Okay, he's loyal to the establishment. Good.
Okay.
I was gonna say, hey, can I switch to Unseelie at this point?
Do you want to?
Can
Don't.
me and my liege lord
Don't.
switch at this point?
Your liege lord
Usually it's
can't,
because of
but
an event, but
if this has impressed you, you could ask to see the sword, and then you could just go to one knee in front of Aruman and swear fealty. You have that option.
I have a question. Can I keep my freehold? Is the real question here afterwards.
He
No.
can confirm you in your titles as the new High King.
God.
Wait,
No.
me?
Don't you fucking
no,
do it,
he as the High King.
I,
could then
as
confirm
far as
the ti-
everyone in this freehold is concerned, I'm the new High King, so I can technically grant you the freehold as your
But I
title.
really wish High would have been bad for me. I wanted to switch to Unseelie, but I can't now. He's a loyalist.
I
No,
mean,
you
you're
can
just
still-
gonna have to kill him.
I'm the one with the sword of fucking legend that no one's gonna be able to fucking deal with.
I'm gonna ask Armand to see the sword.
God, you idiot.
And the world falls down.
Oh,
My
you're just gonna
God,
fucking
I
happen
did
as
it! I did it! In one session, I did it!
Look, it's really
you
quite simple.
accidentally a legendary artifact.
Look, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know how often, if shit keeps up on my end, if I'm gonna be able to be like as what I've been doing. So if I can push this shit off on Armand and ensure the campaign can go on, I'm gonna do it.
Oh my god.
Armand,
God,
I'm
that's the
sorry, but
worst.
real life situations say, "Hello,
Uh-huh.
High King. I will be the first to recognize you."
So you asked to see the sword, so I'll pull it out.
Uh huh.
It
And
shimmers.
then how do you read? Mm-hmm.
I'll be the first to recognize him. Fuck
Okay,
it, let's go.
roll
You taking me?
appearance politics to make a political statement at difficulty 5.
Oh god.
Oh, wow. Hold on, can I fail these? Or is
You
it
can't
just-
fail. You can't botch though. 'Cause
Okay.
A
this is
failure
botch.
at this point is like there's several whispers of trying to save his own restrictor.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Ah, I think this would be enough to at least appease them for the moment.
It would appease them if the High King said it, but they are not gonna be impressed by this gesture.
I don't need them impressed. I just need to be able to fucking survive.
Oh, you're
My
right.
poor troll is looking bewildered at this, just blinking.
The Baron is on one knee in front of you, looking up expectantly as you're holding the sword.
You
I
just
have no
see,
politics.
you just see in my eyes like, just like the hopelessness of the situation right now.
He understands that there is no choice for any of you, Aruman. The sword whispers that you should accept change into your heart. It is inevitable.
See, you could just play along, Armand.
Yeah. At that, I'm sort of going to I will I'll if you're gonna do this, I'll say then rise, Baron. Then rise, Baron of the Freehold.
I'll stand back.
I have no politics.
Would I call him my lord now?
Yes, you
Yes, you would.
Yes, you have just essentially sown fealty.
I would tell him. I tell him, my lord, shall I drop the sovereign now, or do you wish to speak more to the to your people?
The Sovereign, I would say, at this point, will have dropped on Arman because you just officially recognized his superiority.
At the situation, yeah, no, seriously, he's got me by the balls.
And I didn't even try! God damn it!
Honestly,
you fucked yourself.
I have to play the system. The Dreaming said you will be the new High King.
My troll is entirely unprepared for this.
Don't worry,
Oh my God.
don't worry, I can be a advisor.
I mean, clearly a paladin is needed to cleanse the corruption from the ranks and restore Dreaming to all it should be.
Oh god,
Oh,
my report to my faction is going to be amazing.
I'm going to have to throw myself at the feet of my fucking superiors, like, please help me, I don't know what to do, I've accidentally become the new High King to a
You
freehold.
look up, they are on their knees looking at the ground.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll nod to you at your request to drop the Sovereign.
And then I drop it over everyone. Fucking.
You know, the room just starts going to their knees at that point.
I need to make a phone call. I have done the best peacekeeping I can do, but this is over my fucking pay grade.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to need to make a phone call too.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and
At this
sneak out instead of kneeling? People will notice. Are any of you not kneeling? Let me know who isn't.
Oh, I am of course kneeling.
I was told I could stand. Do I have to kneel again?
No, you can stand.
No,
But if you
I told
leave
you
halfway
I
through
told you that you
these,
could rise.
yeah, it's just gonna be seen as weird. If you know,
I have no politics.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But one of the werewolves, Roderick, whispers into your ear, Baron, I can try and drag you sideways. We can step away from here.
I whisper back. Don't there's too many.
You know, in my luck, I'm going to accidentally declare a crusade on the vampires of the city.
Oh my fucking
With
god!
my
I
next-
know
next time
what Roderick would do. Shit, which one of them would be superior?
If
probably
Roger goes to eat fucking Armand, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna step in the way.
Malcolm actually looks at Roderick. I think it's that. Go get it. Roderick just tries to slip out through a side door when no one's looking.
Did I hear that by chance?
Oh yes.
I look over and I kind of like, get what?
Did I hear it?
Troll perception alertness.
I can't
I-
watch
I-
this at least.
I ask, get what?
Yeah, what's my difficulty?
6. It's silent enough even though they're whispering. Yeah, you
Yeah,
heard
no,
it.
not silent enough for me to hear.
Yeah,
What
you
are
heard
they
it.
getting?
They're not telling you.
Yeah, I am mildly concerned.
I am also
I mean-
mildly concerned.
You can
Mhm.
use Sovereign to force him to tell you.
Look,
Not
I would suggest not doing that.
necessarily. It would need to be a formal situation, and currently the formal situation is managed by Aruman. He could force him
Yeah.
to tell Aruman the truth with protocol, possibly.
I look at him and I go, it better not be what I think it is.
We had to be prepared in case there was a changeling threat again.
Can I hear this?
Yes, you can.
I just fucking you would plunge the freehold in the chaos.
He looks at the room who are waiting for their new lord to recognize them.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't chaos. This is contained.
Yeah, You know, 2 hours from now, loyalist troops will be trying to pin, Niptus in the butt for the first time.
Hold on, what you say?
2 hours from now, loyalist troops are gonna try and prevent this rebellion before it starts, so you know.
Yeah, as you should have, Allied.
I didn't have a
He
choice.
tried, it didn't work.
You didn't have a choice.
I tried. I gotta fucking tell them to fucking I tried and
By the way, my idea for the sentence you could have said on the unleashing was actually just simply quell this rebellion.
would that have worked?
It depends. It would probably have worked for a while if you.
The dreaming at this point has basically recognized me as the new High King because of your artifact.
By the way,
So-
what are you? Are you a child? Wildling?
Yeah, I'm a wildling.
I thought so. You love adventure. This is the most epic adventure.
You know, at this point, with what is happening here, I'm gonna say that everyone can go ahead and get an extra point of glamour, and you can feel the vortex that is starting to form here.
Is that permanent or temporary?
It's a temporary point. There's just energies being unleashed. Something is apparently starting here.
So something's gonna happen. Cool. I sort of turn to the rest of them. I blink at the fact that everyone is still kneeling.
Actually, oh yeah, there's that luck roll. As you're about to speak, you just feel the air suddenly grow hotter and drier, and you feel the wall shake again, and the doors once again give off the alarm. This time it's the different one. It's an attack from the dreaming side. Some fucker might have just unleashed on you.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Wait, did somebody just attack my freehold?
They tried to nuke it, yes. Luckily you have sighted
I
D6,
mean-
so you're fine,
Yeah.
but...
Wait,
You
they
declared
tried to
rebellion,
nuke-
Allied.
Hold on. They tried to nuke my freehold.
Yes, traitor. They
Yes.
tried to nuke your fucking freehold, traitor.
The accidental High King pretender. God damn it.
Epic.
Oh,
God damn it.
Hold on. So they tried to nuke it because I alerted them?
You know,
Yes.
at
because
that
they're trying to
point,
put down the revolt.
Soothsay would have been cast by someone in the ducal court, and at this point it's like, yeah, fuck demolition pyretics.
Well, fuck, I know where my loyalties lie now. I was fucking like, I was gonna call people like, hey, like, can I get some real, like, another diplomat or something over here to, like, help quell these people? No, they just tried to nuke us. Fuck that. They want to
I
war.
mean, they would have read the Freehold's fate and your fate, and they just get an image of you on one knee, looking up expectantly. It's like, okay, then.
That was of like terror and like everything's gone wrong. Like,
I don't think it matters to certain types of silly lords, like the really loyal ones.
yeah, no, fucking. Well, fuck. Now I know where I lie. They fucking tried to nuke the freehold.
Oh, God.
Welcome to my faction.
Yeah, no, seriously.
So who
Oh,
wants
God.
to flip on Celia at this point?
I don't want to flip on Sealy. God damn
Yeah,
it.
you say that, but I speak up. They would dare attack the High King?
God damn it.
Make charisma politics at 5.
I think it's time to create some winter potions to kill these fucking.
I would have spent a willpower on this.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
2 successes.
You know, there's just a cry of war that goes up.
Oh boy. Oh, I played a puka amazingly. Yeah, this isn't much.
You
in the
broke
street.
everything. Fuck you.
I'm gonna be totally honest here. Had they not tried to nuke the freehold, I would have gotten contact with them. but they tried to kill all of us at once.
I just want to enter this into the record. It might seem like I'm the one doing this, but I truly do blame Epic. I simply simulate the sandbox, and I have read enough of Changeling to know how they would react, and this is how they would fucking react. I have to give players their dues, and 11 successes on trying to create a mega sword, like... Yeah.
Honestly, it's like, at this point, like... I out of character, I blame Epic for all of the problems in the world now. But at this point, it's like I sort of mentally, I'm just like, as my character is mentally sighing. It's like my mind, it's like the sword is right, but I cannot abandon my I cannot abandon my honor or my duties.
Speaking of which,
start killing these fuckers.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna need you to make a willpower roll, because the sword too is going war! Yeah!
Fucking
Alright, what's the difficulty?
War
7.
of change! Bring about the change!
fucking
You brandish the sword! The crowd cheers!
So when is he getting a penalty for this shit?
He doesn't! It's not banal at all!
This is...
Alright.
This is me declaring
should get
war on the
Nightmare
High King at this
if
point, I
it's
think.
He's breaking his oaths.
Nor is it really Nightmare,
he
it's
had-
actually just following the way of change.
He has... As long as he could keep the alliance with the werewolves, they can
As
put...
long as I keep an alliance with the werewolves and I protect the freehold, I haven't broken any oaths.
I mean, the High King is allied with those worm Camarilla. Fuck those werewolves.
What? What's wrong with the Fianna?
I mean, you should out fair
Actually,
to
I
spread
think would I retain enough presence of mind to actually no, I wouldn't retain enough presence of mind to only declare war on the dudes who attacked us.
You need to send messengers out as fast as you can to spread the
Yeah,
fires
no,
of rebellion.
seriously.
Raise the banners.
Yeah, raise the banners. Sweet fuck. I think I'd still report. Like, I think once I come down from my high, I'd go into my quarters, I'd lock the door, I'd start sobbing. I'd start sobbing on my bed, and I'd call my superiors.
So,
Help! I accidentally treasoned. I was gifted this sword that happens to be stupidly powerful. God damn it, help me.
Armand, can we talk before you go and start sobbing?
okay, Arman, you can't sense this, but Allied, you can. They are gonna be sending troops within hours.
Yeah, we need to send out messengers, guys.
Yeah, no, send the messengers, quick. Oh god, wait, hold on, does that mean I've taken charge of the workouts at the moment?
No, I think I'm the one who's shouting out. I think I'm the one who's shouting, "Rally the banners, send messengers to all corners of Arcadia." The High King has betrayed the Fae.
The rightful king has returned.
Yeah, the Dreaming has chosen its leader, and it is I. Stuff like that. God damn it! Why is a troll the leader? God damn it!
Okay, so do you wish to play the woof woof card? You want to call the werewolves to help because someone tried to nuke your freehold.
Yeah, no, that was an endangerment to their shit as well, wasn't it? To their investment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with him acknowledging you as Baron of this freehold,
Mhm.
it actually doesn't particularly hurt their investment in this political wise.
Yeah.
I need to call my boss and the proper lord. I don't know what's going on at this point.
No, he's not
Okay.
your boss anymore. Your boss is the High
No,
King.
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
remember?
Well, that's the thing. I try to maintain peace, and I was trying to get into Armand's court, which literally could not be stopped. And
But you know already from your danger sense that the troops are coming, so basically
Yeah.
you have nothing to
And at this
calling the
point,
guy.
it's the fact that you're breaking your oath to your duke. That is kind of okay because the dreaming has clearly blessed this decision. Going against that decision now would be breaking your oath to Aruman, though.
Oh fuck. Yeah, no, fuck. I don't know how this has gone off the rails in the crazy. I'll ask the High King. Does he wish for me to call for the werewolves?
I think I'm still in war mode, so I'll say I'll nod. rally all the allies you can get. Rally the banners. We march to war against the corrupt.
You know what
God
the
fucking damn it, Epic.
You know what the worst part about this is, though? If we win this coming battle against the other courts, that solidifies your fucking rule, Aruman.
I know. Why is a troll the leader? Why would?
Because
Why?
only you can fight in
My
the
soul.
war.
This is perfect!
Armor,
This
obviously
is
you need to
perfect.
lead the charge, okay? You are going to be in the front, leading the charge after we bliss the fuck out of you.
Aruman,
And you're gonna come
tie-
back.
Aruman,
We
I
can
have
tie the
something to
trust
share
with
with you.
action
As
votes.
Yeah.
Allied is talking to you, you catch a very, very cold, burning sensation coming off of Roderick. Something he's holding inside his coat.
Yeah.
Oh,
At that, I
Roderick's back?
swing. Yeah, he appears. I spin around and hold the and hold the blade in front of me.
Just kill him.
He just tilts
No.
his head. You sure you
I-
want to do this?
Can I step between them?
Dare. I'm
Oh.
full forward glaring at him. You would dare to bring cold iron into a freehold.
I swore to protect the Baron's life.
At that, my eyes narrow. He is not in any danger, and he is still the Baron. But you would dare break the hospitality we've extended to you. You would dare betray this trust that we have given you.
Dude, they brought cold iron into a freehold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Nothing
like
about this is all right.
He's
Nothing,
not
but
backing
absolutely
down. He's seen people
What?
bring silver against werewolves as a precaution. No, fuck you. This happens a lot. As far as he's concerned, people do this.
Can I diffuse the situation between the two? Because they're
No.
young, right?
Not really, because by bringing, if I remember right, bringing cold iron
Essentially, he has declared his intent to
can
permanently
actually harm
murder
the
every
balefire itself with the presence of it.
Yeah,
Oh, it can?
it's
Yes.
its presence is anathema to everything dreaming.
I
Basically,
just
by bringing this
Which one has it?
into the freehold, he has declared his intent to destroy the freehold and murder everyone in it with cold iron.
which one is it? Is it Roderick that has the cold iron and brought it?
Yep. On Malcolm's orders, as far as you can tell.
I just speak up. Which one of you thought of the idea and brought it in?
It was ordered by the elders as a last resort. If things exploded as they clearly have.
You realize the endangerment the elders put the freehold in by bringing cold iron into it.
We have our orders. We weren't counting on you starting a revolution, but we have to
My guy-
follow.
My guy kind of like shrugs. He's like, I didn't expect for them to attempt to nuke us right away. I was hoping to, play the middleman between the two sides and get this peacefully resolved. I'm like, he's actually done nothing wrong here besides try to keep me alive. You, however, on orders of your elders, have brought cold iron into my freehold, without even alerting me to its presence, on top of everything else. On the off chance something may happen,
We had it
This-
hidden a safe distance away.
anywhere in the freehold is really, really bad.
Oh no,
Was
it was
in-
out in the Autumn World. That's why Roderick had to leave for a while to go get it, because it was hidden.
Oh, even into Autumn World. It's not near as bad then, if it's just very temporarily.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it
Yeah,
was.
sometimes
It
ours.
wasn't even in the freehold building. That's the thing. It was essentially in one of the neighboring buildings.
I mean, we still need these guys to help with the war.
In
'Cause I
that
don't
case,
think-
this might be overlookable once that gets explained. At the moment, iron in the freehold.
Yeah.
My guy pitches. Remove the iron. We need we need what's the proper terminology for their, like, when I say tribe, their
Yeah, the
group,
tribe.
like the tribe's help, because a real threat on my life is coming. One has already happened.
Baron, we're gonna have to insist that you accompany us to a safe location, known only to us, until reinforcements arrive.
Come with the guy who brought freehold code iron into my freehold.
They have their orders as far as they're concerned. It's their fucking honor. They're dead to their whole tribe if they fail this.
I inform him then, take the code iron out, and you will stay with me here. I have to work here.
You are not safe here.
I'm not safe anywhere at this point in time.
More people can arrive via moon bridges in a couple of hours. We can re-enter the freehold then, but we need to go if you don't want this in here with you. You're not safe here. We can't hold off an entire mob of changelings with just the two of us.
I look over at Armand. I look up at this. I look up at the ceiling, thinking of the what is it called, the dreaming.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think of it.
It's time to do what you do best. Become a hostage.
No,
No, he shouldn't
it's
leave the
it's to
freehold.
stand my ground and do what I can to help ensure we're ready for this war. This is my freehold.
Funnily enough, they don't know it, but if you actually leave the freehold, you're more likely to die than anything.
No, I have to stay I have to stay in the freehold. I can't leave in this crucial time or hour.
How diplomatic are these fuckers? Do they have any politics?
They're just gonna kidnap me.
Yep, Arma, do you want to prevent them from trying to knock Allied out?
Would I get a danger sense from this?
Yeah, you would get a roll. Give me a sec.
Alright.
Yep. You can sense it. They're about to jump you and drag you out.
We are all there, right?
I would actually be trying to protect one of my subjects. That cold iron is I really want to protect them, but that cold iron against this this artifact of the dreaming has me really, really worried.
You just have to kill him first. He
I
survive a hit, probably.
hold on. I have a question. Can I contact Aramon if I leave the freehold?
You can send if someone is manning a phone in the actual, Autumn World parts of the freehold. Yes.
You mean the place being fucking watched by the vampires?
Yep.
I'll bring that point up to them then. Like, there's vampires watching, like 90% of the doors at this point. Like, leaving is not the safest currently.
Then we will leave via the spirit world.
They're gonna botch on this. I know it, and then I'm gonna become a fucking wraith.
I mean,
something.
maybe you'll get separated from them and wander aimlessly among the ghosts of the dead.
That would be fucking hilarious. Come back with Armand's the High King. Ah, you returned, Baron. Where have you been? Fucking werewolves, man. I swear to God. Yeah. We've also killed all of them. Oh, impressive. Fuck.
Can we end this here so that I can eat dinner? 'Cause it's
Sure,
6:30 on my end.
I think
Yeah.
this is a. Yeah, I'm gonna say that at this point the doors would have notified everyone in the in circle that. Oh shit! There's Coldar in the freehold. Come quick.
Yeah, I'll just go with the werewolves, I guess. I'll tell Armand to hold the fucking fort
Right,
down.
it's gonna burn the werewolves.
Okay, so Ember comes rushing around the corner as they each take you by one hand.
I'm just gonna be like, protect the troll. I'll be back.
Don't you mean protect the High King?
Tomatoes, my lord.
I mean,
And
as
they
far as
just-
my oath is concerned,
Essentially, you just see them step towards the window and whoop, get sucked into it. And you are in the Umbra. Everything is cold and dark around you. It's like a shadow driller. Oh look! Spider
You just hear my
webs!
guy like, my guy's like, this is as bad as cold iron. Why are you doing this to me?
I don't
Spider
know how
webs
to express
everywhere.
the joy my character must feel.
You just see a scuttling,
Last time I didn't see it.
you just see a scuttling, steel-limbed spider moving along a web like spinning as
Can I
it
pet it?
goes.
Just gonna pet it. Like, that's weird. I don't like
Okay.
this place.
You take a point of banality for petting the pattern spider.
Oh wait, hold on. Touching stuff in here causes banality?
Just the
Uh,
pattern spiders.
Touching that will definitely cause
Yeah,
banality.
you see that part of your arm is covered in a thin film of web, and you just feel it
Oh no,
sink
wait! This
into
is a
your
literal
skin.
thing?
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
literally the
Pattern
things of
spiders are
stasis.
banality incarnate, basically.
They are the
They
things
are?
of stasis
Yes.
and locking the world in place in werewolf world. You are
I
now
don't
in-
know anything about. I don't know anything about werewolves.
You don't.
That's fine.
This is
That-
perfectly in
you
character.
don't need
They
to.
took you
But your
into
actions
their
still have that
plane.
effect.
They took you into their plane.
Is it permanent or temporary?
No, it's a temporary
Temporary.
point. It's a very
Okay.
short contact. You can sense it well enough to yank it out.
I want to fucking kill it now.
Yeah, the werewolf takes out the dagger, and it looks like it's actually woven of spider web in here. You can see the look of distaste at handling it, and it takes a few minutes for him to do this, but he runs off a ways, steps outside, becomes sort of a shadow, right? Then comes back without it on him.
I'm just with my fucking two meaty werewolf companions at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a good point to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're off to meet your werewolf bride while the revolution
Yeah.
takes hold.
I'm off to being breeding cattle. Armand's the new High King.
I gave Aramon the sword of the High King. I am so proud of myself.
Epic fucking handed Excalibur over to fucking Armand.
He wanted to make a weapon fit for a guardian. He succeeded at least.
No,
The
he
Guardian
made-
of Arcadia, yes.
Honestly,
Yeah, for a guardian of a king.
honestly, Epic should be disappointed then. He didn't make a sword fit for a guardian, he made a sword fit for the High King.
Well, because the High King is the
Clearly,
Guardian of
Epic
Arcadia,
knows
like.
better himself now.
Nope,
going to
I'm
have to start
bringing
investing in
change to
politics.
this world.
Honestly,
I'm bringing super change to this.
you know the High King's freehold probably has a seer just at one point just calmly scrying, drops the ball, collapses in a faint.
The dreaming has turned to a new High King.
Yeah, no. How many fucking people like felt that weapon being crafted in the freehold, like in the various freehold?
Not so much, but the events and the fact that the dreaming was like, fuck it, time to shift back towards Unseelie for a bit. That was...
those High Kings have had it good for too long.
Fascism has had its chance. Now it's communism's turn.
God
Fuck,
damn it.
Hey, don't nuke me and I won't have to fucking switch sides like that. It's simple.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
then. I think with that I can end the recording and the stream. Say goodbye, everyone.
Well, we haven't done it quite yet.
Bye.
Yeah, we need XP.
XP, mate.
Take 5 each. Shit. Epic, take an extra one under protest.
We have killed him.
God damn it.
We were advancing so fast. This is crazy.
I think I'm going to burn my 9 XP, 3 to get politics 1, and then 6 to get melee 4.
You're gonna need someone to instruct you in the basics for a few days if you're gonna get politics, though.
I'll be back, Armand.
I have politics.
Melee 4 is fine though. You just need someone with like politics, some reasonable. Actually, someone will happily instruct you. Go ahead and take it.
Yeah. There we go. My XP has been spent.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
Fuck you, Epic.
This is entirely Epic's fault. This is fucking hell.
This is
I
fucking
am
epic.
so happy.
Wait, what year? What year is this happening in?
This is essentially modern days, like 2015, 2016. So not that long from Gehenna. Just in time, really.
Shame. The elder game isn't gonna get to see the reverberations of this for a long time if it lasts that long.
You know,
Shit, I just
they
realized
might get, eventually towards the end, they might get like there's a civil. Okay, the freehold on our territory has joined them. Well, shit, son. I guess they're sending troops north.
New
The real
fucking
que-
revolution.
The real question is how many of the messengers get out so they can spread the message.
If they go
Plenty
through
of
the,
them.
it depends. It honestly.
No,
depends.
I'm pretty sure they would have been told not to go out through the fucking autumn world.
Yeah.
Yeah, through the dreaming, there's still gonna be people trying to rush over to set up blockades and the like, but someone's gonna get through almost certainly.
Yeah.
So, is this
It's
really gonna
not
stay a mini campaign at this point?
I mean, we're gonna continue the mini campaign. Your job is to survive the Elder while fending off the rest of Changeling society.
Fucking
The more battles we win, the stronger our claim becomes.
You know, you raise the sword, half of the enemy army just falls to their knees immediately.
Yeah. I draw the sword and raise it high, and make some sort of proclamation to the effect of kneel before your High King and find clemency, and then half of them defects, and then I tear through the other half with the fact that the sword is fucking monstrous.
You don't have to kill them permanently with it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you can just wound them
Actually,
chimerically.
killing them chimerically is perfectly fine for me because I'm a wilder. They don't actually take a banality trigger for chimerically killing someone temporarily.
Yeah. It's all for the
Fun.
sake of adventure. Fuck.
I
Okay,
couldn't
then.
have done this if I planned it so well.
Yeah, this could not have gone any more off the rails if you had planned it.
This is
Christ.
literally like most systems. Before I end recording, most systems have fluff reasons, in-game lore reasons that act as balancing things. Vampires are conservative, they try to balance each other. Werewolves have tradition. Changelings embrace adventure.
Changelings embrace adventure and stories. This is exactly the kind of thing that would cause a revolution, because it's someone rising up from the ashes in the time of greatest need to for his group to
Not
take
only
the throne
that,
from
it's
those
even
who
more of an adventure because it's a troll.
A commoner king for the common people.
I mean, isn't he all part of a noble house?
He
I am
is,
part of
but
a noble
he's
house and
a
have noble titles, but
he's a
Wait,
troll
no.
all the same. He's a bridge between two worlds.
yeah.
He's going to unite the common folk and those of a high rank.
Do I technically get like all of the dots of status at this point?
At
Or
this
title?
point, title-wise,
Yeah.
no. Not necessarily, because it isn't always gonna be recognized. It's gonna vary from case to case in
No, look,
those
he
situations
has
where
minus-
rank depends.
Chris, he has -5 and +5, depending on situation.
I mean, he's still a knight. He's a traitor, but he's still a knight, and he would be afforded the same courtesies any knight would be if he's captured, before they kill him with cold iron knives in the night.
Good God.
I'm so glad I have gut. I'm so glad I picked the merits that let me that basically let me avoid assassination for the most part.
Okay, then, it really is time to end this, so yeah.
Yeah.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Uh-huh.
For real, though.
How did I accidentally the High King position?
Well,
Fuck.
night, everyone, I suppose.